Hello, welcome back to New York Outcast. Should probably put some more light on. Currently doing a fill-in show for G23, uh, or cover show, however you want to look at it. From my knowledge, he pointed out earlier today on Caliber Corner that he was sorry, that's bugging. Pointed out that he was having some issues with his leg or whatever, so he was going over to the hospital to get that checked out. So that's the thumbnail. Besides some extras in there, I got to have some fun with it. So I personally think he like stabbed himself for sympathy for some reason, probably to get out of buying his wife flowers for Valentine's Day or something. I don't know, but thankfully joined here with a couple panelists, a couple guests here. We got the always spicy, fabulous cow from Michigan, Moo. What's up, Moo?
Wait, fabulous. That
Yeah, man.
I don't know about that,
Fabulous.
man.
You know,
Is it like fabulous?
what would we do without milk, cheese?
Oh, that's right.
It'd be a horrible place. Horrible
It
place.
would be. Yeah, no. Thanks for the invite. No, just hanging out. I'm still I'm still a bachelor until the 25th. My wife is still down in Florida with her parents, helping them get situated. And my daughter just came home from college, and two of her girlfriends stopped over, and we got some food. And all of a sudden, they just took off somewhere. I don't know where. So I'm hanging out with you fine gentlemen and the fine people out in the side chat. Good evening.
Cool, cool. We're also joined by Scotsman. So, how's it going, Scotsman?
Oh, so he gets fabulous, and we're also joined by the Scotsman. Jeez.
Well, everybody knows you. I don't know.
And it's a disappointment, but here's the Scotsman.
You don't know the Scotsman. I mean, this guy's crazy. He fought the immigration, people on the way in here, kicked their ass. He's legit. Did everything the right way. The guy's into guns. He likes the ladies.
And somehow I'm still in this damn country.
And, the Scotsman. So, welcome, Scotsman. Sorry about that. I'll work on that one.
That's all good, man. It's all good. I'm not fabulous. It's okay. Again, like you said, man, we gotta have milk and cheese, so I'm good with Moo being fabulous.
Damn. All right. So, basically, I don't have really any topics. I guess I can pull a G23 and complain about the ATF or something, but I think everybody's pretty much done that. If you guys want to,
I mean, I'll keep it short and simple and to the point. They have zero legality over anything we do, period. That's all I'm going to say. That's all you need to know. Done. Simple. Nothing else to say about it. They have zero authority to make any kind of law. Everything they do is rules, and rules are not law, period.
Yeah, I don't have much difference with that personally. I think the whole thing's kind of nuts, and they're stepping out of bounds. I don't like the fact of the position they're in to begin with, personally, but that's me. Freedom has risk. I'm fine with
Everyone needs to remember that we have legislative bodies, and they're set up a specific way so that no one power has control over everything. The ATF has zero legislative authority. Zero. All you got to know.
It's going Krabby Turtle. You got any words on that, Moo?
Nope.
All right.
I don't have any kind of pistols, braces, or anything that's borderline illegal at all.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Me neither.
Yeah,
Always play things safe, so
I had
it's the way to go.
I had to watch what was hanging on my R&L displays behind me with my camera turned down. I had to take something down. I don't even know what's real anymore.
It's crazy. Do a quick shout out to everybody out there. Got the Misfits Darling. Let's see.
You see a shoe flying through the video right now.
Yeah, right. I'm lucky she's off at the store. Let's see. Razor JB. You pregnant? These days you never can tell, Razor. I don't know. I don't think so, but you never know.
I think he forgot the wife's anniversary and was like, I gotta come up with some excuse, and the best thing he could think of is I gotta go to the hospital.
You probably hit himself in the thigh with a nail gun or something.
That would do it. That could do it. And then
or he actually did forget, and she shot him with a nail gun, and that's why he has a pain in his leg.
Yeah.
I just wish it was on video. It would have been priceless. So
I think he was in more pain with the one chip challenge than the nail gun.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. We got Kingpin out there, Tactical FUD, Defense Dad, GMC TX. Let's see, Krabby Turtle, Woods, Rich White. This guy. Well, it was free, man. I had to go through some hoops today. I don't know what the deal is. It's been a while. I had to give him my blood type and all that crap to get on here today. The whole format was screwed up, like everything. It doesn't recognize any of my previous shows, so I don't know.
But of course you got the jab, right? You're all taken care of, right?
No, I'm sorry. I don't do those things. I don't even get the flu shot, and I don't get the flu. Imagine that.
Say what?
But hey,
I was taking shots earlier.
Oh yeah.
Well, college kids home.
Yeah. Hey, if you're gonna day drink, you gotta start early, man.
We got CMT Designs.
Coop.
See if there's anybody else I missed out here. Sorry, I'm not even.
Kitty, GMC Texas.
Yep. And that's the kitty out there. So sorry, I just had to scroll to keep up with the chat. I was way behind. Haven't been checking it so far, but I'll try to. Cheers. So yeah, I might be drinking a beer.
Probably Corona. Yep.
I had a few left over from a while ago, so I don't know, a week or two ago.
Good one, Rich. Hunting and stuff with J&J just chimed in.
C&T Design, just an excellent question. It's a very excellent question.
What questions you got here? Try to catch up.
6:45, C&T Designs.
That's funny. Yeah, I've had people have some serious reactions to that. A guy at Rod of Iron actually came back to my booth like 2-3 times, just shaking his head, like, why? Yeah, obviously that was in PA. Yeah, that's unfortunately what we got to deal with in New York State is some form of bullshittery. So either you get something like that, or you get something like that. So I end up explaining this every time we do one of these shows, but it's what I got. Or you go see Bubba. Yeah. I mean, you could have something similar and just not show it, not put it on the wall here or something. But, if you do, you end up going to see Bubba in New York State. So
then you get a true butt plug.
Yeah. And, I don't know, man. The way I see it, if I ever got put on a time like that, I'd probably end up being a lifer because you know how it goes. You gotta first one. You just you know probably can't say all that, but you gotta set an example.
Because if you don't, Bubba will.
That's right. And then so now you like just to to literally just to save your ass, you got to get yourself in more trouble. So it's just a never ending cycle right there. So let's see. Vanessa Kitty saying something about the flu shot here. Wow, 2 different flu shots. 2 different variants.
See, the only shots I've ever had are the ones that they made me take when I first got here. Because prior to that, I didn't take anything. Nothing. I refused every damn shot as a kid. Did not want a damn thing. And when I came here, it was Hep B, Hep C, and something else.
Yeah. Do you guys got any strange diseases? Like, from where you came from, anything that's abnormal to America?
Nah, not really, man.
I wouldn't really think so. No weird bacterias in water or nothing like that, or
Yeah, we're pretty dang close to the same, man. There's nothing really crazy going on over that way.
I don't know what this guy's talking about here. Bald and Curious is out there.
Wow. Night Strike.
Well,
what's convenient?
Let's see. It's a new one here. So yeah, what do you guys got tonight? You guys drinking or what? Doing anything?
Well, if I wasn't drinking, it'd have to renounce my Scottish title. I mean, damn.
I don't want to try to, stereotype or anything.
Well, yeah, if you didn't, that'd be a problem too. No, I got Great Lakes IPA, Commodore Perry IPA.
Okay. Is this something you usually drink or one of your go-tos or what?
It's a local around here. It's not too bad.
How's it priced compared to others?
It's $11 a 6-pack.
Yikes.
7.7%.
I got the old standby bourbon and Coke.
Okay. Any specific type of bourbon?
Just some Beam. Uncle Jim.
There you go. About there in the chat, anybody having a drink out there? If so, you should say what and throw it in the chat.
Had some really good, had some Copper Craft last week. That's pretty good. A little pricey, but pretty tasty.
Tough worse off. Okay, I don't think I've ever had that. So.
And some Double Oak Woodford Reserve week before that. That's pretty good stuff.
Diet Dr. Pepper. Isn't that stuff illegal?
Call the cops.
Yeah, like that full like arsenic and all that crap or whatever.
Wait, hold on. You're in America. What is this diet shit? There is no diet shit in America. Everything is freaking makes you fatter and bigger and all the rest of it. What is this diet crap? Shame on you for even using that word.
Yeah, I'm not the diet fan or the light It's like the light beer. I don't know why. You know, does it have less calories or something? I mean, it does it. I mean, I don't know.
See, here's the thing with that. It has less calories, but if you drink more of it, it equates itself out. So how does that make any sense to anyone?
I guess that makes sense. I mean, do those drinkers tend to drink more of it?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if it's light beer, you tend to drink double that. So you end up equaling up what you were trying to avoid in the first place.
Seems like basic math.
No Common Core math. That shit's the devil.
That's right, Bobby. So your place got ransacked. They steal more toilet paper.
What?
They steal more toilet paper from your place. You ever figure out what the hell happened to all the toilet paper?
No.
And now they're at your place again, probably robbing you.
Well, you know, they're all college kids. You know, they need it more than I do. I got a towel.
A towel. That's what you should have left in the bathroom. One of them gas station wet wipes. That would have been funny. So yeah, Warsaw's out there. Sweet tea and cranberry juice. Sounds like you got a urinary tract infection.
That's what Coop was just asking. He goes, "What do you got, a UTI?"
I guess it's good to keep things clean. So
yeah. Uh-oh. I hear people coming back in the house now.
oh man.
So you guys hear about the Chicago shooting?
No.
So I guess a guy on a concealed carrier on a train stopped a bad guy with a gun. Imagine that.
That probably sums up why we didn't hear about it. It was something
an actual concealed carrier, a legal concealed carrier, stopped a bad guy with a gun in Chicago.
Inconceivable.
Yeah, I didn't even think they have legal gun owners in Chicago.
Well, I'm sure Lori Lightfoot's probably put that guy in jail already.
Beetlejuice.
He's probably screaming right now.
That's something.
Yep, I guess he was trying to rob people on the train, and guy said, "Nope, not going to happen today." Didn't kill him, but he took him out, got him down, and to the point where they could take him into custody.
Good. I wish the guy the best. As long as that it's all on the up and up, everything's good. I mean, shit.
Yep. I mean, there was plenty of witnesses. Everything was on the up and up, but I guarantee you, because it's Chicago, he'll still get reamed.
Probably looked into like he's a criminal and everything else for, helping to save somebody else. So yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, that's one of the things that bugs me about New York. They have all these strict laws on stuff, but then they don't want you to defend yourself either. In a sense, it's like,
right?
Yeah, what you're supposed to be a victim? Like, no.
Well, one of the first things
that just don't work, man.
One of the first things I saw when I saw that was that they said the post was talking about, one of the comments in the post was, well, they don't have the right to do this and the right to do that. Second Amendment covers all of that. Period. Doesn't matter what state you're in. If you're defending yourself, you're defending yourself.
Yeah.
So what was it again? Did he actually get shot, or was he just because he had the gun? It was.
So I guess the guy on the train was attempting to rob people with a firearm, and a concealed carrier drew his and took the guy out. Didn't kill him, just put him down.
think we need more power to the people, as they say, or whatever, to where that shouldn't be a question. I mean, you're always going to take a chance because it's, a lot of times, he said, she said, or however you say that. But it shouldn't be automatic. You're looked at as a bad guy in a sense.
Yep. No, Krabby Turtle's right. There was an exchange of gunfire, and the guy defended himself, took the guy down, and he didn't get hit himself. He just took the guy down. That was it. But he'll get prosecuted, I'm sure, because it's freaking Chicago.
The daughter just came down to the office to get some more booze.
Oh, yeah. Kids, man.
I guess they're coloring their hair now, so.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. The lady wanted to get some type of hair thing, too. Hit me up for more money, so. Grab dinner and whatever, so. Girls,
Wait, hold on. She hit you up for more money? Wait,
yeah, well, I just gave her money for dinner.
She ain't got her own damn money?
Not usually. Technically, I'm supposed to pay her anyway, so depending on, you could call it her money. I don't know. Some of it.
She's out there hauling wheelbarrows full of concrete. You better be paying her.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy world, man. But, yeah.
So what color are the girls going with?
My daughter said she's doing a red and black thing. That's all I know.
So she's going for like a Darth Maul look. Is that what it is?
I think so.
I had to throw that out there.
Next thing you know, she's got those little horns underneath her skin or something.
Oh, man. Ball bearing implants and crap people are doing.
Before you know it, man, she'll be tattooed and covered in them, and you'll be like, what? No.
She actually has more tattoos than I do.
Yeah.
So you're right.
I've seen crazy stuff. Like, I guess they use like some type of plastic now where you can put like a logo or whatever and they put it in. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't know. To me, it's crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I was looking over in the chat. The AR gun 1776 out there, and so is Pat in the bunker. I don't know if I missed anybody.
Hey, Pat, I hope your kid's doing well, buddy. Hope he's doing better.
Oh, is he under the weather?
Last week, he was supposed to jump on the show with me, and he had to run his kid into the ER. So,
oh, no.
I hope his kid's doing better.
Oh, man.
That sucks. It always sucks with a kid. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the last time I talked to him, he said he was home and doing okay, but I just want to make sure.
M. Gabriel. Check it in. Hillbilly up. And my neighbor MC is out there.
It's your neighbor, huh?
Yeah.
You guys borrowing cups of sugar and cups of 9mm and stuff like that?
I just got 500 rounds of Blazer brass today.
Good deal, or
no?
Just something you needed. You're picking it up anyway.
I was drunk shopping again.
Oh, damn!
That never ends well. That never ends well.
No.
Amazon coming to my house like every day. I'm like, what the hell is that? But it was stuff that I needed,
Okay. So give us a rundown in the past week. What have you ordered and showed up that you didn't think you'd ordered or didn't know you'd ordered and showed up in the past week?
I ordered a new foam replacement for one of my rifle cases because it's one of those cutout ones, and I'm not using it for that anymore. That showed up. I'm like, what is this box? It's like foam. Oh yeah. I didn't really remember ordering it.
Did you get a good deal?
I don't know. Probably not.
That's crazy, dude.
Okay, there's one. What else? Because you had to order other stuff, I'm sure. What else you ordered?
Let me log into my Amazon account and I can pick through it.
I'm just curious. I gotta know.
Oh,
we've all done it.
I bought a new welcome mat for the front door. I think I kind of vaguely remember I was like letting the dog out, and I looked down, and our welcome mat was all like worn out, and piecing it together, and I get this box yesterday. I'm like, what is in this? I open it up, I'm like, floor mat. Who the hell ordered a floor mat or a doormat? So that was another one. Let me scroll through.
Could have been worse.
Yeah. That's it as of lately. Here's another one. I must have been looking for a 9-volt battery for something, and I ordered a whole big box of them. It's just an 8-pack. So I'm like, oh yeah, I needed a 9-volt, and then I went to put them over where my batteries are, and I already had an 8-pack of batteries already sitting there.
Damn. You don't use 9 volts all that often anymore.
No, in my smoke detector.
Yeah, there's not too many things you use them for these days. So.
Yep.
But the funniest thing about this is we've all done this. It's just very few of us admit to it.
Oh, I got one more. Same order actually. It was my can lights in the basement. One went out, and I'm like, oh, I can't. I went to my little area where I keep them, and I'm like, man, how did I run out of all these can lights all of a sudden? So I ordered another 6 count, and I opened it up, replaced the one can light, and went to go put them over where I keep all my lights, and there's like 12 lights sitting there.
That's crazy.
You should not drink and shop.
Well, see, I've kind of been smart in that sense or whatever, because like I'd load stuff up in the shopping cart, but I've learned never to like pull the trigger at 3.
I've tried that.
Yeah,
it has worked.
You got to stop yourself.
Yeah,
because you want to double check and just take a second look in the morning before you actually send it through. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you catch yourself.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I had some optics in the cart the other day, and I didn't click checkout, and I come down, I'm like, it's still up on my screen. I'm like, I don't need that. What am I doing? Just because it was on sale.
That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just, I don't know. You don't know what happens. It's like a warp. You get in there. It's no good, man.
Well, it's especially bad if you get on and it's one of those, Amazon days where they got everything 50% off, 60% off, or whatever. Yeah. You start looking and start browsing and go, oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. I really don't need it, but 60% off, so why not, right?
Hey, man, if it's on sale, it's kind of tempting, Then you get a good deal. And then it sits on the shelf right over here by my other stuff.
And you never use it. And then you go, why in the hell do I have that 2 years later? And you still cannot explain it.
Yep. See what's go to today's deals on Amazon. See what's up. Oh, rowing machine.
Rowing machine. See, I don't use Amazon. I don't think I've ever bought a single thing from Amazon, believe it or not, like ever. So, use eBay a lot, but I just never wanted to sign up for Amazon. Like I tried to buy something, but you had to make an account and all this stuff. And eBay always let you check out as a guest. And
right.
I always prefer not to have 5,000 accounts everywhere. So I just stuck with eBay. And like anything I've seen on Amazon, I was able to find on eBay or whatever. Like if you just do a general search on a product. So I know everybody's got their preferences or whatever. It's just never been a thing. And people would try to convince me because of the free shipping, but it's not, because you got to be like an Amazon Prime member or whatever. But with eBay, I can, hit buy now, free shipping, US only. I can filter all that anyway. So it's the same, basically same damn thing. I assume it's the same thing because I haven't really shopped with them, but
it's like a month or two ago, I woke up the next morning and it says, "You've been outbid on Gunbroker." And I'm like, what? What was I bidding on?
You don't even remember? Yeah, that could be a problem.
I know.
Because I assume you got to give them information even to place a bid. So they could probably...
Oh, yeah, they got all your stuff.
Oh, boy. That'd be funny one day when you go to pump gas and they're like, you ain't got no money. So
I check my bank accounts at least once a day.
Damn. Got Walter Davis out there. What's up, Walter? Just seeing his video, one he had up earlier, driving through the city, talking about, putting in windmills and solar and everything and whatnot, how that's going to work out on the scale of something like New York City. Yeah, so pretty funny. Thought it was made a good point. So you guys got any big plans for this year? Did you make any resolutions or anything?
No, not really.
Well,
I was going to quit drinking, but I was mistaken.
About you, Scotsman?
I don't do resolutions, man. You're either going to do it or you ain't going to do it, period. And I'm a do it kind of guy.
Apparently, I'm a not do it kind of guy.
That's pretty much my feelings with Scotsman. I've never been into the resolution things really, so
yeah,
a lot of people do.
If I'm putting my mind to it, it's getting done. That's all there is to it.
And if it's important, any day's a good day. You know what I mean? So. See, Andy's out there. How's it going, Andy? Just seen a post, or a lady was showing me some type of post about a original Firebird or whatever, Pontiac Firebird, I think, a Trans Am. I don't know. The car in his little thumbnail there, Smokey and the Bandit car or whatever it is. They had one of those supposedly original barn find. 37 miles on it is up for auction.
What?
Yeah. I said it's probably bullshit. Like, I know people find, sometimes you get lucky. There's always that old lady that had her husband's car in the barn forever, but come on now. I mean, barn find has become so,
right,
I don't know, used now. It's hard to buy it. Like, the car looks like mint condition showroom. What car have you seen in a damn barn that looks like mint condition showroom? Even if they cleaned it up, you know what I mean? There's still going to be some surface scratches from the dust or something. This thing looks perfect. Like, it's too goddamn good to be true. Yeah,
that's a Camaro in Andy's picture, but I mean, even if you have an original Camaro with fucking 39 miles on it, holy shit, you got something worth a ton of money.
Yeah. No, I think it was that it had the wings on the hood and shit, so it must have been the other one.
It had the fire chicken on it.
The Pontiac, yeah.
Yeah, my brother had a few Trans Ams.
I mean, even if you got an original Pontiac Trans Am too, I mean, dude, you're talking some good money, man.
39 miles. Would you really believe that there's 37? How are they going to prove that there's 37 miles on it? Like, how I've known people to roll back odometers.
I was gonna say, you gotta be careful because the odometer roll back.
You could do that. Newer vehicles, people just go to the junkyard and find one with less mileage on it and slam it in. Like, they do this. It's a thing. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, without spending $1,000 and having an inspection done on it, you'd never know.
Well, and then you got the computer though that shows how many hours it's run too. They don't change out. I mean, I'm talking newer cars.
Yeah, this is an older one, so everything's different.
You couldn't tell.
So, the only way you're gonna tell is by having someone check it out and go through everything and make sure
if everything was original. There's some wear on the suspension or.
No, but it's an auction. How are you gonna at an auction? I know normally they give you time to view the item at most decent places from what I've heard, but it's not a lot of time. I mean, and you're just literally looking at, you can't be, ripping things apart.
And they always give you like the most unflattering pictures on auctions, right? All the scratches.
Even the auctions will give you 24 hours or 48 hours to go through it and verify what you need to verify. Especially with like cars and stuff like that. They're usually we get about that. But
yeah, we have auction place down the road and you can come in, they post the auction like a week ahead of time and you can come in and inspect it. You can bring a mechanic with you. You can do whatever, before it starts going up.
Don't they give you like a limit though? Like you get like an hour or whatever, because anybody else might want to come in to look and do the same thing.
I don't know. I've never bought one from them, so I really don't know. I mean, I've looked at them online, but never. I feel just sketched out about.
So I got a car from auction once. It wasn't direct. I got it from one of these little lots, side lot somewhere, little car lot sales thing. But I had to literally like wait for the car to come get dropped off, and the motor blew up 2 days later. So, like, they refused to do anything about it. I ended up after like, I don't know, threatening to rip the place apart. The guy gave me like $600 or something to go buy an engine. So I got stuck putting it in myself.
I've only bought two used cars not from a mechanic, not a dealership. And that was back when I lived in Missouri, and I knew the guy through my teacher at the time. So basically he knew if he screwed up, there'd be trouble. And so I never had a problem with the two used cars that I got from him. The one used car I bought from a dealership, I had it for a week. They called me back, decided I need to bring the car back in immediately. There was an issue. And didn't tell me what, didn't say a word. I sat in the dealership for over 2 hours before they finally came up and basically told me they sold me a lemon.
Damn.
So they basically paid that off. I bought a brand new truck. Got credited for everything, the whole 9 yards and all the rest of it. And yeah, it was a whole mess, dude. It was ridiculous.
So I've always bought used cars. Oh, I've never bought a new car. Well, actually I have, but it's not for me. So, and that was a pain in the ass because it's not for me too. That's a whole nother story. But I've never purchased one for me, a new car or anything. And I've had good stories, bad stories, but a lot of my bad stories was younger. Like when I just bought a car because of the looks, like teens do. You know what I mean? Man, I'd be lucky for those cars to run a year without being a money pit. I'd get my taxes and just buy another one. Like, like I would not. It's crazy. But as time went on, I've had deals where like I don't think you can match the deals. Like, you know what I mean? Deals like if for example, my truck, like, I paid 3,500 17 years ago for it. Like, might have put like 5 grand into it and all that time. It's a pretty good deal. But other vehicles where, like I said, 2 days later they blew up. So I've tended to had my best results private party, but you got to know your research. Bring a computer. Don't believe a damn thing they tell you. Even the dealers, because I've been taken out with friends to like look for other cars. If the battery's dead, that's your first red flag. Like, oh, we just gotta jump it. Yeah, so all the codes are silent and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can look back on that, but still, and then if there's nothing there, that's a red flag too. Like if there's no monitors, like nothing's, then you know that they just zapped it. Like I've seen it a dozen times. Like, they always want to coat the underframes of all the trucks around here.
Oh, right.
Why?
Covers up everything.
Oh yeah, you get under there and start scraping on shit, pull that black coating, and it's all freaking rust, man. Or they welded up some shit, like something they ain't even gonna legally pass.
Well, hell, even
a dealer lot, dude. Like so I've the dealers are shady around here.
Hell, even new cars, man. Even new cars, half the time they don't know anything about them. When I went and bought my last truck, so my truck's 2 years old now. I just went over 60,000 miles. But when I bought that, the guy that was there trying to sell it to me didn't know a damn thing about it. I knew way more than he did, and I'm just sitting there like, it's ridiculous, man. You're supposed to be selling this to me, not me selling it to myself.
Well,
you're getting ratted out, Rob.
Oh.
Drinking on an empty stomach, huh?
Yeah.
I did that earlier.
Oh, yeah. Well, you survived, so
well,
it doesn't usually work out good for me. I survived, but it ain't pretty.
Oh, I was going to tell you. So I gave my daughter that 2012 Honda Cross Tour, and we jumped in that car yesterday to run to the store. And that thing's got 135,000 miles on it, and the thing still drives like it's brand new.
Do you want me to grab you a beer?
Yeah. Yep.
Wait. Should I even have to ask? What's wrong with you?
I've heard that. Trying to click it, but
yeah, no, I did the timing belt change at 100,000 because it's an interference motor, timing belt and the water pump. And yeah, that thing should run for another 100,000, no problem.
Yeah,
so I'm knocking on wood every day.
Yeah. I've had good luck. I mean, as people may know, I've got a Civic, so which even getting that car is a whole story. So like, I don't think I've ever said this. I basically got that car for like $200 in the end. When I go down the chain of how it actually worked out.
Yeah, a little barter.
And kind of, yeah. And here we are, 700, like 7 years later, something like that. And still driving the damn thing. So I don't know. You know what I mean? That's pretty good. So I mean, it's not obviously a brand new Civic, doesn't have all those bells and whistles, but it's a dependable car, keeps running. So it's hard to justify just upgrading for looks when the shit works. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't care that much. So we got a Wesley Foster out there. Hello.
I know you missed it, but I was defending you.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been missing it, so missing a lot of the chat. I apologize.
He really isn't drinking.
I was trying to stand up for you, man. I was trying to help you out.
I appreciate it.
At least it's not Corona Light diet beer.
People talking crap about Corona.
No, not yet.
I mean, it's all light, so.
Yeah, Ball talking about his daughter driving a Beamer, but he's a mobster and shit.
He's gonna give it. He's gonna give it to you once it breaks.
I hope so. Well, not the breaking part. So, yeah.
Yeah, my daughter had a boyfriend that was driving a Beamer, and something on it broke, and I was gonna help him fix it. And it was, what the heck was it? Whatever it was super expensive to fix it, and he never fixed it.
If it says BMW or Mercedes or anything like that, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a $20 part and it'll cost you $500.
Yeah, they're expensive. I've got one friend with supposedly the second fastest BMW coupe you can have. I don't remember what it was called, or it might be the fastest. I don't know. They don't make them anymore. They made them for so many years or something. And the thing's crazy, like doing the brakes on it. He has me do the brakes on it because he doesn't trust the local dealers and stuff. But the rotors and shit are like bigger than on my truck. Like the whole setup is crazy, but a lot of money. We do it way cheaper than what the dealers tried to tell him to do it with the same parts. I think he spent like $800 on rotors, something like that, which was a deal.
Damn.
So yeah, that was a deal though. So
I think I spent $35 a rotor for my son's Malibu.
Yeah, that's like my truck. Yeah, exactly. But there's if you want to be in that game, it costs money. And then I got another friend whose son, all proud, got himself a Beamer, 4-door coupe. I can't recall what it was. It's nice, nice looking car, silver. He crashed that shit in like a month and a half. It's total, sitting in a field now. Mice are using it, so it's going to cost too much to put it back together. I'm not sure if insurance paid him out for it or how it all worked, but he was awful proud of that car. But he ditched it once and it's totaled. I don't know. Crazy stuff, man. See, Bald has all his mob friends to hook him up, so he gets Beamers for like free. Got Deon Foss out there. What's up, man? You're supposed to be the co-host, of G23s. You could have came by, bro.
Pussy.
Oh.
Shots fired.
You got an invite. Get in here, you son of a bitch. Come on. You can hang the side shot. You can hang in here with us. Come on. Don't be embarrassed.
Did you get a link?
DM Foss?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent him one.
Slacker.
Like I said, pussy.
Did you see that?
It'd be rude not to under the circumstance. I mean,
did you see that thing that he made for me on my
yeah
my shorts?
Yeah.
The thing is,
man, he does good work, man.
It's crazy. I'm like looking at him, going, how much time did he put in this dang thing? What the heck, man?
Well, he's a parent with young kids. People get creative on finding ways to be busy. Sometimes. So.
Oh, the gummy bear. That's right.
Oh yeah, he hooked that up, man. Threw one of his stickers on there. Just He
I
didn't.
didn't get no sticker.
Well, I think I don't know if I got the sticker at that point, but I figured it's a good reference. He didn't put his John Hancock on here anywhere that I know of, so like right on the bottom or something.
I got an R&L Displays that's autographed. That thing is awesome.
DM Foss, I'm sure it is, man. I'm sure it's glorious. Just like Two Live Moo is fabulous.
Cool stuff, man.
Not as good as mine. Mine's got magnets in it.
Yeah, you got the little spaceship and stuff. You said it lights up?
The spaceship has lights all the way around the outside of the saucer.
That's cool.
And when it goes over the magnetic field, they change colors.
Ah, nice. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
It's freaking cool.
Yeah, he makes some cool stuff. He's hoping to get like a, well, I think what threw me off is, did you guys see the logo thing he made for Matt?
Yes.
Do you remember that thing?
I'm trying to recall. I remember he made something for, you're talking about Never Enough Ammo?
Yeah, like did a channel logo, and it did a whole like an intern song thing or whatever with it too. Like that was cool, man. That was cool. Like, this is cool. Don't get me wrong. This is an award. I won this shit. I worked for it.
Fair and square.
That's right. I had to battle a damn robot. I was lucky to get this. And I didn't even technically beat the robot. They just called it a tie because, man against robot. And of course,
Well, human versus robot. Human gets trophy.
Yeah. I gave the robot a trophy too, but so I don't know, however you want to look at it, but this was an earn.
Oh, there he is. Baron's over there.
What's up, man? You see that?
You speak robot, and the algorithm, like, it texts his brain.
Oh, he's got it.
I was gonna say he got an automatic message.
Yeah. He had to come out of stasis,
Hey, he's connected to the web. It's all up in the head, man.
That's right.
So that's what I'm saying. So I mean, when that's your competition, I mean, the fact that I'm alive, I deserve that. So, but yeah,
that had to be pretty painful, though.
It's not a cool channel logo thing. Yeah.
Well, you got to admit that that whole live chat was G23 almost hurling on camera.
That was good.
Dude, he was in so much agony.
I started watching that thing and I'm like, okay, he has stomach problems. Why in the world would he opt to do this?
Crazy, man. That's
and
that
I'm
guy thing
going,
where he
dude,
couldn't back down. He was like, yeah, I'm in. I got this.
See, that's the problem. When you start talking shit, you're like the first one to fall,
And especially when you got stomach issues, dude. And the guy was almost hurling up within the first 5 minutes. Like,
he was in so much pain.
Dude, it was bad.
He was like crying and stuff. Got to give him credit though, man. I would never do that. I roached my stomach out back when I blew my knee out, and I took a bunch of Advil and Vicodin. And after that, I used to be able to eat habanero peppers like chiclets, just one after the other. Not that people eat chiclets, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And after that, something changed in my stomach where I can't handle hot stuff, moderately heavy hot stuff anymore.
No, and Rick White, you're right, man. Never underestimate the power of stupid. Dude, he was fucking stupid. There's no question about it. I mean, dude, you got some stomach problems. You don't do shit like that.
I couldn't do that. Could you do that, Scotsman? Would you ever do that?
No, man, dude. See, here's my thing, man. I have enough stomach issues as it is. There ain't no way in hell. I don't care how much you paid me. I would not do it. I wouldn't be doing it for charity. I wouldn't be doing it for any fundraiser. There's no way. I just couldn't do it, dude. Because I know better.
Oh, you still are those the empty boxes?
Yeah, these are the empties.
Okay.
I just know better, dude. You give me a drinking competition all day long, absolutely. But
Alan B. Pro's vision just came into my head.
hot stuff like that and stuff like that can turn your stomach. No way. No, I'm out.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, it sucks. That's why I told them if we were doing that, there's got to be something. That's where that trophy came from, because I did the chip once before, and that sucked. But I handled it. You know what I mean? And then you're throwing these bears in there, like. There better be something to this, like, you know what I mean? Besides just bragging rights, but thankfully I got a cool ass.
I mean, you look at Alan B. Pro and Bald and Curious, all they have is bragging rights, dude. And Bald and Curious won that hands down, dude.
Oh, like a champ.
he even did Itsy Little Bitsy Spider, dude.
Oh shit.
That was a great live chat.
I still get comments on that chat, dude. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah. That was great.
Is that the one where Alan fell asleep?
Yeah.
He didn't fall asleep, dude. He passed the fuck out. His old lady had his arm had her hand on his arm right as I cut the camera. Yeah. He was about to fall off the chair. He was so drunk.
Uh-huh. Then the other live chat that I remember that was pretty cool is when he shaved his beard.
Yep.
That was pretty funny.
I remember that, yeah, shaving a beard.
We had a few of those.
I put in something like, is anybody going to tell him it was a joke or something? And I think that was stuck on the
right after he shaved half of it off. Yeah,
pretty funny.
That some bitch though. He grow a new beard overnight though.
Dude, I can grow one pretty quick, but I will tell you right now that man can grow one faster than anyone else I know.
Dude, it's crazy.
He can literally shave and have it back in a week.
They feeding that guy Miracle Grow or something?
Mm-hmm. It's got to be Iowa, dude. I don't know, man.
It's in the corn.
Those hormones in the milk.
I mean, if I was to shave within about 3-4 hours, I'm gonna have a shadow again. But it takes at least a couple weeks to get something decent going. With him, it'll be back in a week.
Damn,
it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I know. I used to. I miss the days when I could like shave every other day or something. Yeah. That was nice. But yeah. I don't know, maybe as you get a little older it tends to grow in quicker or something, and he's on high speed or something.
I don't know. I'm texting him right now and I'm asking if his ears are burning.
Warsaw is out there talking about drinking Coke and eating butterscotch candy, and he threw up all over the place.
Oh
yeah, that's a freaking great combo.
Like cheap butterscotch candy or Werther's Originals. Werther's Originals are good, but that cheap butterscotch stuff with the yellowy wrapper, transparent stuff, that stuff is horrible. Like, I thought you had to be like 85-year-old lady to eat that stuff.
Or just a Warsaw patriot.
Werther's Originals aren't too bad.
I'm not a fan of butterscotch candy.
Yeah, I'm not either, really, as a whole. But like I said, the Werthers aren't bad. I don't know what it is about them. So
it's okay, but you don't mix it with whiskey or bourbon, man. That's a fucked up mix. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, candy and bourbon? What the hell?
I'm not fussed. Talking about me shaving my back? What the fuck? My back's not that hairy. I think my fat grows faster than the hair, so the hair doesn't have a chance to exit.
That's crazy, man. So what the hell has your wife been doing?
Well,
She out there living it up or what?
Yeah, for the past like 4 years, her parents go down to the Keys in the winter because they own 2 marinas up here in Michigan. So they don't have anything to do in the winter. So they've been going down to the Keys for 35 years in a row. My father-in-law, he's not too healthy, so he can't drag the 30-foot fishing boat down with him for 32 hours straight to get down there. So her and her brother, they drag the boat down there, get the house set up, and then her parents fly down, and then she hangs out for a couple 3 weeks. And then she's coming home on the 25th. I got to pick her up in the airport. So yeah, they've been out fishing, slaying the fish, and hanging out, shopping, and getting suntans and all that stuff.
Nice.
Okay, I only have one question for Hillbilly Up. Does candy come for free? Because I'm not paying for her on my salad.
I know he said, candy on salad, and I was like, no way. But part of me was thinking those fruit slices. I don't know if you guys remember those or seen them. Like, for example, it's all green and about a 1/4 inch from the edge, there's like a white line that runs around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm the only one. I'm the only one that went south. Come on, don't give me that shit.
Hey, I'm just saying, a fruit slice like that on the side, it wouldn't be the worst thing.
Maybe some candied pecans or something.
Look at these 2 motherfuckers trying to act all innocent and shit.
Hey man, shit. I'm just saying,
At least I'm straight up and just threw it out there.
I haven't been innocent.
Okay.
I haven't been innocent since I was 14.
14.
Well, she was.
You had a good run.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Was she a good teacher?
No.
Not really.
Shit, I think I don't know. It's probably like 6. First time I intentionally did something I knew was wrong or this or that. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
Well, I was talking about sex. Were you too?
No, you ain't gonna go there. No.
I didn't know you were Catholic.
You can see the rosary beads in his other hand.
Like these candles, Sonny.
See, now this sounds okay. Vodka infused gummy worms. I could eat those.
Now that I would do.
Yeah, like.
When you're done with this chat, you're gonna say 25 Hail Marys.
This chat's took a turn.
Like it was going anywhere else.
Never really had a real destination.
Oh, it did. It just went south, and it was going south. We just knew it was. Just how long was it going to take to go there?
Oh shit.
Oh, Rich is going to bed. Good night, Rich.
Go real quick.
Make sure you go to the restroom. Get rid of all that cranberry.
Yeah, that's why he's going. Multiple P's. Thinking either he's got, that UTI or maybe he's got a test to pass.
That's where you get golden tea. Not golden tea. What was it? What was that drink they always had you? Something tea. I don't know.
I don't know, Moo. I got no idea. What are you trying to say?
You're self-employed. You don't have to worry about nothing, man. I work for the man.
I've heard rumors of Golden Seal, but I don't know about.
Maybe that's what. Maybe that's
I
what.
don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't think it works.
Um,
I'm still employed, so
be
whatever.
good, and it ain't a problem. You know what I mean?
Whatever it is. I think it was Golden Seal.
Boy. Okay.
Yep. Buck says Golden Seal. You're right.
Yeah, Buck was right. He knows his shit, I guess. From what they say.
Bunch of dopers out there.
This could be a thing. If he didn't change out, like clean his chair once in a while, since I don't know if you guys know, but Rich White, he's rich. He's got one of them lazy boys with a built-in toilet. He tries to play it off. He gets pissed. It's almost like the Vanilla Ice thing. Even though there's video proof of him being a backup singer, he gets so pissed when you bring up Vanilla Ice. It's the same thing with the chair. So
I thought he like choreographed that dance.
He had a part. I'm not supposed to say, he's tried to buy things to erase things, and I don't know. But
so what you're saying is we need to do a live stream, unbeknownst to him, make a phone call with Vanilla Ice playing, and make sure his wife is right there present at the same time.
Oh, she'd be yelling at him from across the room, calling him all kinds of.
I think he got screwed out of some money with the deal. The way he takes it so personal, like from what I heard, he'll dive out.
I mean, we got to make it happen.
I think we should. We should test his theory. So,
and it has to be a live stream. It has to be
something. There's some weird trauma with him that he doesn't want to discuss as far as Vanilla Ice. So,
all right, folks. So if you're out there and you're listening, we need your favorite Vanilla Ice songs, and we'll get a playlist put together, and then we'll do a live stream, and we'll call Rich live and see what happens. But we need your favorite ones so we can put a playlist together. So throw them out there.
I can only remember one, and I think that's like the main hit he had was that Ice Ice Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm googling it right now. I'm like, what songs are from Vanilla Ice?
I know there was something about a train. One of them maybe had a train thing or something to do with a train. I don't know.
Okay, come on. We need at least like a half dozen songs, people. So we got
Chris knows it.
We got Ice Ice Baby. We need 5 more. Come on, we need at least 5, we need at least 6.
It looks like you did a cover of "Play That Funky Music."
Play that music, white boy.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm coming up Snake Eyes, man.
That's funny.
Oh, he was a one-hit wonder.
Go ninja, go.
Ball's got an invite, but he's hanging in the shadows. He's probably too screwed up to get on camera.
Probably
impossible.
He claims to be a New Yorker, but
I mean, he says he's not Russian, but
Exactly. But yet he knows how many people fit in the trunk of a Mercedes versus BMW. That says something.
Isn't he Balchinian?
I don't know. Do you guys hear background? Like a girl complaining and yelling and bitching about something?
Why, is that at your place?
Yeah.
I hear it a little bit. Nothing major. What are they bitching about now?
I don't know. It's somebody at work or something. I don't know. you know how girls are.
It's not as crystal clear as when Rich White's wife told him to shut the fuck up when he was getting all loud.
That was
when he got all fired up that one time. That was not too long ago.
And like a month ago, maybe month and a half.
That was hilarious.
It was kind of funny.
I wonder if he's still listening while I went to bed.
I wonder.
He's cursing us out.
So who's gonna do the live stream and take the chance of getting a strike for playing Ice Ice Baby on constant stream?
I don't know. I wouldn't care. I mean, I wouldn't really necessarily want that to represent my channel. It's not what I want to go down for, but you know what I mean.
Why'd you get a strike? Well, you know,
I don't care. I'm not.
Yeah, it'd be in schools like 100 years from now. It's like, remember that New York Outcast got taken down by Ice Ice Baby Street? Teaching history class.
I mean, you are drinking Corona. I mean,
well, he's Mexican.
That explains a lot.
Hey. What's everybody think of the thumbnail?
I just got a response from Alan. He said you must have an itchy crotch, and it made him think of you. It made him think of you. You know, you were thinking of him because you got an itchy crotch.
He would say something like that. I had crabs one time.
My friend did. Horrible. I told him not to mess with this chick. This chick from this trailer park. Like, the trailer park had a bad rap. Like, people were, pointing fingers at things. We're hanging out. I shouldn't even get all into the story, but there was two chicks. But
they shouldn't have got it all up in there either.
Man, he didn't listen. Like, the next day, he was outside, like, shaving down and stuff, dumping gasoline on his junk, man. I'm serious.
Is this one of these stories where it's really you and you say, I got a friend that had this happen?
Well, it wasn't me. No, I told him.
And that's what they all say. It wasn't me.
Across the room, that was a no-go. And he just didn't listen. I don't understand
it. It wasn't me.
It wasn't. I swear to God.
Yeah, I had a friend that stole his car one time.
Just because you say you swear to God doesn't mean it's
okay.
Hey,
whatever. You believe me or you don't. Whatever. It wasn't.
It ain't us you got to worry about, dude. You're swearing to the man upstairs. That's on you.
I can live with that because what I said is true. Yeah. So, I know everybody will turn it and flip it, but this time wasn't Rob.
It wasn't me. She caught me on the counter. Wasn't me.
Yeah.
Bernie Sanchez, you are 100% right, sir.
Wait, what did Bernie say? I gotta scroll up.
No, he's right on the end. Last comment.
And so the export, huh? Oh shit! Look what the cat dragged in. What's up, Bob?
Oh, Val.
So I had no idea I had the link in the email because I don't have the push notification. I gotta check my emails.
That's why I said something. So
that's why I keep telling you, take my phone number. You better off texting me.
So what's up, man? What you drinking? Or is it wrong of me to assume you're drinking something?
Well, it's 7:51. I usually don't drink till after 8 o'clock, but it's close enough.
I mean, he's Russian. If he wasn't drinking, there'd be a problem.
No, I only had a Coors Light. That was it. And now I'm gonna give myself an old granddad.
Well, there you go.
So you started out with water, and now you're making it right. Got it.
You what? Well, a Coors Light is just like instead of a soda pop.
Yeah, it's water. I
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah, but that's like so I don't have to drink water.
Isn't cooler something like people just drink to drink all day?
Like when we go camping, well, we used to go camping. I would get like a 30-pack of Bud Light Lime and just drink that shit all day.
Coors Light. That reminds me of like summer camp.
Sorry for the interruptions. So yeah, people out there, and everybody, we've got Bald and Curious. I didn't introduce him properly. He's a crazy Russian New Yorker that isn't fabulous. So throw that out there.
You got 2 out of 3 wrong. The only right part you got was New Yorker. You know, you got the fabulous part wrong, and you got the Russian part wrong.
Oh, okay. My bad.
There's only one fabulous person on the stream, and it's Two Live Move. It ain't me and ain't you, it's Two Live Move.
God damn it, Scotsman.
Yeah, first Russians, like actual Russians I met, we just got here, and they were doing a roof for my dad on one of a building he had. And it was the funniest thing because these guys were so funny, man. They'd like the accent, they'd laugh, they'd smack the shit out of you, just normal talk as a kid, like smack you on the back, almost knock you across the roof. Guys were crazy ass roofers. And my dad and I would drive to the liquor store to buy them vodka to work on the roof. Crazy as shit, right? That roof never leaked. These guys were good. That was my first experience with meeting people from Russia. Just a little something out there for everybody. I don't know. I'm sure it doesn't matter, but
nah, the Russians are good people. Usually, if you find a friend, like a Russian friend, you're gonna have a friend for life. He's not gonna fuck you. He's not gonna talk shit about you. He's gonna be like they're honest people, most of them. Like you got find a fucking John Wick mafia kind of guy. That's a different story. But like a regular Russians, they're nice guys.
I don't know.
And yes, they can drink. They can fucking drink.
That I can contest to. Yeah, like drink all day. Like
they can drink and they don't mind cold. Like I had a buddy back home. He drove a semi internationally, and he was in freaking somewhere in Russia. And overnight, his truck literally froze. And this is back, 30 years ago. So basically, what they would do, they would just build a fire underneath the freaking truck to warm it up to get it. He goes in the garage to somebody give him a hand. He's like wearing 4 different jackets, and the guy runs out in the goddamn like a sweatshirt, like a hoodie, and it's like minus 20 degrees or some shit.
Oh hell no!
And basically, that's what they did. They just built a fire underneath the truck, get it going, get it warmed up, and start it up and go.
I've seen people build like cribs to a truck, basically, like little tarped off area, and they throw a salamander underneath it or whatever to heat it up, and keep a good eye out and sit, this and that. But I've never heard of actually building a fire under your truck.
Yeah, but this is way back when.
It's crazy. Yeah, I met a dude out here, guys in PA, trying to get too many details, but guy seemed cool. He had a wife he met from Russia, if you want to call it like male or bride thing or whatever, I don't know. He went over there, hung out, blah, blah, blah. They met online, got her back over here. He lives out here in the woods, like out in PA, and I don't know, feels wrong. Seems like the dude's like, got her barefoot and pregnant, tied up out in a trailer. Basically, is how it comes across. I'm serious, man. Like, and we were hanging out a little bit. Is if I asked anything or said anything, guys want to come to town, go do something, whatever. Girls go hang out. Like, it got real sketchy quick. Like, dude was real. Weird.
Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe you used him to get the papers and then divorced him.
I don't know, man. She seemed nice as hell. Like, and she wanted it. Like, like I think he painted a different America to her. You know what I'm saying? After sitting there having conversations, like I don't think she realizes the world she's in.
He basically promised her the world and
out in the
delivered
woods.
nothing.
So I don't know, but I'm just saying. I don't know. She was really nice. I'll put that out there. But yeah.
In early '90s, when they canceled all the Russian bases in former Czechoslovakia, and what basically Russians were moving out, you could buy anything. I mean, you could buy a fucking tank. I mean, I had a buddy who bought the Russian Jeep with a trailer,
Seen a
brand
U-boat
spanking new for like a $5,000. You know, they didn't care because it was all a big mess. And like back then, even when I was in the army, we had two sets of equipment. One that we used day to day, and one that was basically stored in the park and oiled up every day. And once a month, they would just start it up and run it a little bit. And that was in case of war. That's what you go to. You know, so basically, when the Russians were leaving, all this stuff was like brand new. They never really used it. They didn't do nothing. So you could buy anything. You want to buy AK? Yeah, no problem. Like the guy was like, "Here, take this one." You know, right off the one he had on him.
Crazy. So we got two people here that both immigrated here, right? Bald, I assume you're legal. You got a green card.
No, I don't have a green card. I'm a citizen, you dumbass.
I'm being an asshole. Screw it. All right. What were you and Scotsman's first impressions of America? Like, did you have that moment where you kind of walked around and were like, holy shit? Like,
100%.
All these people are idiots, or, you know, what was the strangest thing about Americans? This would be good. Go ahead. Sorry.
My biggest problem is I didn't have enough interaction with Americans on the beginning. Because when I came, I lived with a bunch of Slovaks. I worked for the Polish guy. So the only freaking interaction I had, like, you know, I asked the girl that was working in a store. I asked her out just to freaking meet somebody, you know. But I remember when I landed, and my friend picked me up from JFK, and they were rebuilding JFK back then, so it was a shithole. But I was like, I got on the highway. I'm like, holy shit, 3 lanes, a highway, big car. I'm like, what the? I'm like, I went to the shittiest mall the first weekend, the shittiest mall that's around here, and I was like blown away. I went to ShopRite.
That's crazy, man.
I went to ShopRite. I'm like, this is the biggest fucking store I've ever been in my fucking life. I never seen so many groceries.
Wow.
When I grew up, like my parents had this grocery store, but it was like a size of a fucking deli convenience store, and that was considered like a big ass store back home.
Wow.
So I was definitely blown away. And now, whenever I go back home, I can't. The roads are too small. The cars are too small. You can't buy a fucking coffee in a coffee cup. If you buy coffee at the gas station, you gotta drink it over. It's like, fuck this. You know, I could never go back.
All right, Scotsman, what you got, man?
I mean, to be honest, man, mine's kind of similar, dude. When I got here, I saw 6 lanes of traffic on one side of the road, and I'm like, holy shit, what the hell's going on? And then you see some of the size of the cars, and compared to back home, I mean, dude, they're fucking humongous. It's insane. You know, that was probably some of the biggest shockers. And then just dealing with people, dude. You know, it took a good solid, probably, I'm going to say it probably solid 3 years before I was able to really interact with people to a good extent to where it wasn't awkward with the language barrier and stuff, you know.
What about you, Bob? Did it take some time to feel comfortable with
100%, because the language barrier was the worst thing. I mean, I did speak English when I came here. I mean, hell, I was learning English for over 10 years back home, but it was different because I never actually spoke to anybody that his native tongue was English. Not to mention that the English they taught us back home was BBC standard English, opposed to the gibberish you guys talk over here. This shit is easy, you know. So the TV was the best. I watched a lot of TV and I picked the shit up real fast.
Okay, to answer Defense Dad's comment and question, I've answered this before on streams, but basically years ago, back in 2007, 2008, I was in Missouri teaching kids martial arts, and because the kids couldn't understand me, I had to slow down how I spoke. And when I slowed everything down, I kind of picked up some of the Midwest and Southern accent and lost some of the Scottish accent.
I don't have any accent. I don't know why people make fun of me. To me, I sound exactly like New York Outcast.
Like you're supposed to.
But the thing is if I talk to my brother, for 5 minutes or so, the accent's right there. Or if you get me drinking enough, the accent comes right back out.
What's the weirdest thing about America? Our Americans? You know, your guys' opinions, like something that might have shocked you.
I would say for me, it's amazing how much Americans don't know about America.
True that.
And it's sad at the same time. And I say that because, you know, both myself and Bald had to take a test to be citizens.
Yep.
And there's a few other people we know out there as well, not in the side chat with us, but a few others out there that have gone through it as well. And it's amazing how many people don't know the answers to those questions, and they're Americans themselves. And it's not difficult questions. It's not hard history. It's just basic history. So to me, that's probably one of the saddest and worst parts is that Americans don't even know their own history, dude.
Nope.
It's not just that. It might be a generational thing as well, but especially younger generation, the whole education and the knowledge, they just don't know as much. I mean, I understand they have to process a lot more information than 30, 40 years ago we had to, but it's in general, you know, I don't want to say the Americans are dumber, but they're not as well educated as most of the Europeans. For example, almost anybody knows at least a little bit of the English in Europe, okay, enough to get along, and a lot of people are actually fluent, and almost every school has some kind of second language. Over here, yeah, you got a little bit of Spanish, but they don't really push it. I mean, when I grew up, the saying was that you are as many times human as many languages you know. So it was normal for people knowing 2-3 languages.
Oh. Did Outcast get kidnapped?
No, I'm back. I just had to explain that the whole world doesn't need to know about our coworker.
Oh, I had to shut that shit down a little bit, huh?
You know how it goes. So.
Well, it sounds like that coworker needs a reality check.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I've been trying not to hear it, but I am with a closed door.
Well, if it's any consolation, you can't make out what they're saying. So,
all right. I just don't want to ruin, you know, the background noise, all that crap. You know, don't want to make it a problem for the viewers out there. So,
you're very considerate.
Well, I try to be. You know, you try to treat people how you'd like to be treated. You know, some of us don't like always getting asked to come around the back way or hop through a window. Yeah, front door's nice. You know, a little courtesy. Yeah.
Spoken like a true New Yorker.
We do need a little more courtesy, I think.
Across the board, yeah, I think so. You know, life would go a little smoother. You know, it's like in traffic. Every car would just let one other car go. We wouldn't have to sit there for 20 minutes and bitch at the people coming up in the side lane trying to cut us off. You know? Right. It wouldn't be such a problem, but there's always that guy.
So you asked this question about America and stuff like that, man. And I'll say this, dude, so everyone knows out there. I don't hate this country. I love this country, man. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I did what I did. I'm glad to be a citizen. I'm proud of it. It's probably one of the proudest things I've ever done. And there's a lot of shit we deal with out here. There's a lot of shit we have to put up with. But at the end of the day, I'm happy to be here and happy to fight the good fight. And we need more of us that are willing to fight that fight.
What he said.
What he said.
I mean, it's pretty simple, man. I think a lot of guys out there take it for granted what you guys have here, and coming from the outside, we're blessed to have what we have, and especially when you think about all the stuff that we lost back home for ourselves. We lost a lot of rights back home, and coming here and fighting for what we have and standing up for it. We have a lot here, and it's worth fighting for. And I think a lot of people take it for granted and don't understand it to the fullest extent. Until you come close to losing it, you're never going to understand it.
That's a really good perspective.
Yeah, I agree.
Now try growing up in a communist country.
Yeah, I think that's the same with appreciating life. If you never nearly died, you don't truly appreciate life. Yeah.
Yep.
So I know that could be probably a medical symptom or something if it's got to be too often, but I probably have that issue. But you never felt more alive after you almost died. So, and appreciate things. So yeah. Getting all serious and shit.
Well, damn it, you made me go there.
Sorry, man. I mean, I'm trying to have some fun here. I was waiting for you to say something.
You
use normal toilet paper and it makes you laugh or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you asked some questions, so I had to bring up the serious part of it. I mean,
all right. So, is there anything you found funny about American Girls? This will go for you and Ball.
First time I seen a shaved pussy.
That was funny. Well, not to be graphic, but do you like a shaved pussy?
Oh yeah, that doesn't feel like I'm flossing.
All right, clearly PG's out the window. So that's not a thing in not Russia, but where you're from, that's not a thing then.
I don't know. It might be now because of you have to understand the world got smaller with the internet. When I came here in '94, it was different, and back home was still like first time I went back to Slovakia was almost 15 years later. So a lot of things changed back home. I mean, I needed a map to get around my own fucking town. So a lot of things changed over there. They got westernized real fast. But so probably a lot of things changed as far as that goes as well. But back then, and that's a funny thing, like when you're trying to make fun of, I don't know, Taliban, for example, Muslims or whatever. These people growing up and they cut off from the outside world. Basically, like we were in former Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia had it probably best from all the former Eastern European countries. Like we never had a lack of food, lack of stuff. Yes, we didn't have 5 different kinds of bread. You can have a white bread or you can have a black bread. That was it. There was one kind of butter, one kind of freaking milk, but it was always there. In Russia, you had to stay in lines for the freaking meat, and sometimes it wasn't enough for everybody. So it was different when that comes. But as far as what's the word? Basically, the way we were brought up is we thought we are right and US is wrong because we didn't see.
We didn't see every country.
there was no Western movies really. So unless you lived on the border of Germany, Western Germany, or Austria, and you were able to catch their signal and watch the movies, really the first time we've seen the Western movies were when the VCR came in and the first satellites. So you're talking what, late 80s? You know, I mean, shit, I didn't have a microwave until I came here.
Damn, dude. Really? Okay. Yeah, I know there's differences, but when you hear it from somebody directly, it's just wow. Yeah.
It's funny because I was watching the little YouTube shorts about Boris Yeltsin, the Russian president, the first one that came here in what was it, like 87 or 89 or something like that. And he made like unscheduled stop at one of the grocery stores, like a ShopRite, and he was in disbelief, like even a special store for communist parties are not stocked up as well as just a regular store in the U.S. So that was big eye opener for him as well.
That's something, man. I mean, growing up here, I mean, I've traveled a little bit, so I've seen some things, but it's amazing, in some cases here and some, about some of these other places. So I think eye-opening in a sense. So, and like you said, in a manner, a lot of people, take things for granted. So, what about you, Scotsman? You got any? Did the shade of women create a problem for you?
Not really.
What was your shocking moment or something funny? So.
I mean, Bald already went there, I guess. So fuck it. It's amazing how many women out here are not used to non-circumcised.
Okay, I can get that. Yeah. Has it been something that's brought up? I mean, girls are like, "Oh hell no," and ran away from you, or what?
I think that's not why they ran away from him. Did you see Scotsman in person?
No. I've met Rob. He's met me. We're good.
I mean, when she's already down there, then she already made a peace with what's up there. So I doubt the little foreskin would scare her away.
Not necessarily.
All right. No, I assume from where you're at, that's a typical thing, right?
Yeah, it's not uncommon, man. So out here it's less common to see, but it's just funny how they react sometimes. That's all.
So you show it to a lot of women, then? Is that?
Yeah,
I've been here a long time, man. I mean, come on.
Why do you think he's got the long trench coat?
Oh man,
we wear kilts for a reason, man. Easy access.
All right, so I didn't want to pull this on a comparison type show, but it seems to be working in a sense. Is there anything you'd like to state that I didn't ask, like as far as the comparison aspect of America versus wherever?
I'm gonna tell you what a smart taxi driver told me back 28 years ago. I was on a job site. I was working with a guy. We were carpooling, and we got in a fight. He left me on the fucking job. I said, "Fuck it, I'm not working with you anymore." He said, "You're not working with me? I'm not giving you a ride home." Fucker left me out of the way. So my friends couldn't find me. I wound up calling the cab. It cost me $50 just to get into the cab. And we were talking, and because it was like our drive. And the guy basically told me,
"Hour drive." And you're talking a regular city type cab or a regular cab?
Yeah, regular cab. Yeah.
Good Lord, that must have been a crazy ass bill. Go ahead.
No, it was like $50 or $60, but that's like almost 30 years ago. I mean, back then I made $100 a day. Yeah.
Well, still, that's half a day's wage.
Well, I had to get home somehow.
Yeah.
Basically, what the cab driver told me, and I kind of live by this till this day. America's got the best of everything, and it's got the worst of everything. All you have to do is choose.
Well, I guess that's a good way of looking at things.
Everything comes down to attitude, man. If you wake up saying everything's going to be good and you're going to do this and you're going to do that and you're going to accomplish this, go out and fucking do it. And if you got a shitty ass attitude of, well, fuck, I got to go to work, I got to fucking do this, blah, 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 you're going to have a shitty attitude.
Yep. I agree with that too. I think negativity brings more negativity. As they say, light begets light or whatever. I don't know. If you try to stay positive, things work. I mean, I've struggled in the past financially where, I found if I dwelled on it, it made it worse. If I just let it go, the phone would ring.
You're only
that's just the way it works. I don't know. Try not to beat yourself to death, you know what I mean, or kill yourself over some of the little things.
You're only ever going to accomplish what you're willing to dedicate yourself to. It's that simple.
Now we got all deeply philosophical here at this pitch.
You're your own worst enemy at times, or can be. Got to go to bed. Look at this old man. Come on, Daniel. Time is it? It's 8:18, and you're going to bed.
He probably got up at 4 a.m.
He's in Ohio, so it's only 7:18.
No, it's 8:18. He probably got up at 4 a.m.
Did he even have dinner yet? I mean,
well, normal people eat at 6 o'clock, not at midnight like you.
Yeah. Well, normally I would have ate like during this time, like. You can eat when you're a guest of a show, but when you're doing a show, it's kind of messed up to be sitting here munching on a sandwich or something. So, I mean, it's bad enough, I'm drinking, but so are all of you, pretty much. So, yeah, I'm only guilty if you are.
How dare you assume I'm drinking?
No nap. Oh my goodness. Yes. And yep. No nap.
Yep. So up at 0400.
My goodness, man. Well, he just, I think he just went through some medical stuff.
He's just old. Old people can't sleep.
Maybe. Yeah. I thought he got some kind of bionic arm and laser eye installed or something so he can guarantee
he had
challenges.
He had his hip worked on.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's doing good though. That's the main thing, man. He's doing good. He might be full of shit, but he's doing good.
Yeah, definitely. So it's good to hear he's doing good. So I'm not a nap person. Naps are my favorite hobby, Wood says, but like maybe once a year, twice a year, I'd have to be sick or, usually something extenuating circumstances. Probably not even saying that shit right, but yeah, usually there's something, if I take a nap. Other than that, I just never been my thing really. Like I got a hard time sleeping, period. So like my damn head just never stops.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I gotta have, I can't. I go into bed and like all the wheels are spinning.
Mm-hmm.
When I have a few drinks, at least I numb the head down and I go to bed.
Well, which is a bad thing because I don't want to become an alcoholic. But yeah, I'll be sitting here thinking like 5 steps into the job I plan on doing tomorrow. Like, is this in the truck? Yep. Do I have this? Like, all right, I'm going to want to get there, pull this out, start with this, do that, make sure this is clear. This delivery better get here on this time, or I got to do this. And it just, next thing you know, the alarm's going off. And I'm like, son of a bitch. You know?
Yeah, preach it, brother.
Oh my God, it sucks.
Same exact here. And I tried the sleeping aid. I tried a bunch of different things, and you know what? And then I told myself, I'm not an alcoholic. Alcoholics go to meetings. I don't go to fucking meetings.
Well, I don't know, man. Hopefully, I don't end up in the same boat eventually. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's crazy. That's weird. Let's see here. So, does the chat got any questions for these new Americans? What about you, Moo? You got any ringers for these guys?
He's probably eating dinner. That's why he's muted.
No, I ran up to get some more ice.
You still drinking the bourbon with a freaking a Coke?
Yeah, I'm a pussy.
Oh
Shaved.
man, that's un-American.
Well, that's okay.
And you do know that drinking it with the Coke actually is worse for you because you can drunk faster.
Thank God.
Because of all the bubbles and carbonation in a soda, that shit actually goes right into your bloodstream a lot faster.
That's why I do that.
So you just want to save money.
Yeah, I don't save a lot of money. No, to answer your question, no, I'm still stuck back on the Slovakian Bush thing.
I think that was the whole thing of 80s, you know. I'm sure things were different in the 80s over here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There used to be lots of bush. Bush was everywhere.
I don't mind. I don't mind a little bush, man. Come on.
Well, as long as it's trimmed and taken care of.
Well, yeah.
Like you don't want a sloppy mess. You know what I mean?
That means a lot.
That's just not good.
Speaking of bush, what does the deaf gynecologist do?
You all showed up for this, so just so you're aware.
Yes.
Sorry, folks. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Just keeping it real.
We'll leave it to a chat as well. What does the deaf gynecologist do? Come on, who knows? Chat. Somebody type in the answer. It's kind of self-explanatory.
What's the question?
What does a Go ahead.
What does the deaf gynecologist do?
What does a gynecologist do?
Deaf.
A dead one.
Not dead. Deaf. The one that can't hear.
Oh, deaf.
Deaf one. Deaf gynecologist.
Hang on.
There's that language barrier.
No. He reads lips.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
The visions in my head are going crazy right now.
That's funny. That's one job I would not want, though, man.
Well, right, because it would wreck you for all the other.
Oh yeah, according to statistics and stuff. I mean, there's just some stuff you don't want to see.
Some chicks go to the gynecologist because they got like something going on down there. Next thing you know, you're wearing a gas mask.
So my wife's gynecologist, his name's Katz. Well, old one. He's retired now. He's
the dude.
Yeah, he delivered.
So you got him inspecting your stuff, huh?
That's fine. Crazy, I don't have a problem with that. He delivered my son too, right? And like before the delivery, we talking, we chatting, right? And I start throwing jokes out there, and so basically there was this young doctor that goes on the beach, right? He's on the beach, and this like hot blonde, you know, she sets up the towel next to him, and she's trying to start the conversation, right? And she's like, yeah, how you doing? You know, my name is this. Like, do you like dogs? He goes, nah, not really. I'm not a dog person. Then, you know, after a while, she goes, well, do you like a pussycat? And he just jumps up, you know, jumps on her, makes a wild love to her, right? And when he's done, he goes, how did you know my name is Cat?
I missed it.
She asked him, "Do you like pussycats?"
Yep.
And after he made love, he asked her, "How did you know my name is Cat?" Oh my God! If I gotta explain it,
Can we get subtitles on this?
Jesus, pussy cats. Come on, dude.
Sorry, man.
I guess with you guys, it just gotta be knock knock jokes.
It was over my head. I don't know. Sorry.
No.
I would say fucking New Yorker, but fucking Two-Eyed Moose sitting there going, what?
No, I appreciate a good knock knock joke.
No, I'll tell you the best joke I ever had. This is like party stopper. Okay.
All right,
So-
go for it. Everybody listen.
Down south, Bubba and Jimmy are sitting in front of a double wide, right? And Jimmy goes, Bubba, I'm tired going through this life without education. I'm gonna go down to the local college. I'm gonna sign up for a couple of them courses they have. So he goes down to college. They have like an open day, and he sees the courses. The first one, and it's English. He goes, "What do you teach?" "Well, we'll teach you how to speak English." "I already speak English. Like, I don't need that." All right. So he goes, and he goes, "He's math. Math. What do you teach?" "Math." "I know math. 2 + 2, 2 × 2. I know all that. I'm good." So then goes to the next one. He goes, "It's logic." Whoa. So that piques his interest. Like, what is this? "Well, we'll teach you how to think logically." "Wow. How do you do that?" "Well, let me explain. Do you have a lawnmower?" He goes, "Yeah, of course. I got a big one. Ride on." "All right. So since you have a lawnmower, logically, you have a lawn." I'm like, "Yeah, I got a golf course, 2 acres." "Okay. So if you have a lawn, logically, you probably have a house." "Oh, hell yeah. Double wide. Nice." "All right. Since you have a house, logically, you probably have a wife." "Oh, yeah. I got a nice one. Big titties, nice girl, all that." "All right. So since you have a wife, that means you're a heterosexual." He goes, "Holy shit, sign me up." So he comes back home, right? His friend Baba's still there. He goes, "Baba, I signed me up for the best course ever." He goes, "Yeah, what did you sign up for?" He goes, Logic. "Logic, what's that?" "Let me explain. Do you have a lawnmower?" You go, "No." "Then you're a fucking queer."
I actually love that joke. You're muted. You're still muted, New York.
Sorry. So thank you. I've been on record stating it. I think like a lawnmower is something a man's just supposed to have. Like, I know some guys pay other guys to come cut their grass, but gonna come cut my grass? I can cut my own damn grass. What are you, crazy?
I'm crazy. Well, I have the neighbor kid. He's an Eagle Scout. I pay him $20 a week to cut my grass.
Well, see, that's helping the kid out, kind of like,
Yeah.
The win-win is different, but you hiring a yard service, like, I don't know. To me, that's just crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, a guy's just supposed to have a mower, in my opinion, and you gotta at least have one suit for like funerals or something. Maybe I'm crazy.
No, I get what you're saying.
And you
I
should
sold
be able
my
to change a tire.
But I sold my
That's a guy
lawnmower.
thing.
I sold my lawnmower, for $300, and I paid this kid $20 a week, and I don't have to do it. And I've got a lot of suits, so
Okay.
I get with that.
I don't pay anybody to cut my lawn. My kids do it.
Yeah, there's
my
the
kids are
thing
gone,
too.
man.
Yeah, like, get your damn kids to do it. You're paying for that phone, that Beamer, all this other shit. Go cut the grass. God damn it.
Yep. When my son went off to college, I went to my daughter. I said, "Congratulations, you're my landscaper now."
That's funny.
He got promoted.
Oh, Squib is in the chat.
Yep. See this guy? You know, that don't surprise me. He pays somebody to cut his lawn.
Does that
Guy
kid
don't want to get his nails dirty.
Does that kid have a credit card machine on his phone?
Right? Makes you wonder. Good one, Moo. Oh man.
Fucking Squib. Love that dude. Are we still telling inappropriate jokes?
What's that?
Are we still telling inappropriate jokes?
Yes, we could. Yeah.
We haven't had an inappropriate joke yet.
Within reason. Within reason.
Well, you can judge it afterwards.
Oh, you got something good?
No, it's bad.
Okay.
So I was in this elevator and this hot chick comes in there. I look her up and down. I go, "Can I smell your pussy?" She goes, "No." I go, "Must be your shoes."
That's messed up.
I laugh at my own jokes all the time. I can't.
All right. Yeah, that's a little messed up. Must be the shoes. Okay. What is this? Cash.
That was a little inappropriate.
Well,
Yeah, that's borderline, Moo. I mean, we gotta have some taste to it. Like, yeah, we don't want to be straight raunchy. It'd be a little questionable. But yeah.
I may have some more questionable ones.
That was a little borderline. Well, all right, let's just go somewhere else with this.
Hold on, stop. There is no border. There is no border. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, yeah. I guess it depends who you ask, right? I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, hell, did you see that eggs are being brought across the Mexican border in mass numerous amounts right now? And if you get caught, it's a $10,000 fine for importing eggs.
Really? I seen the cost of eggs, like they want like $5 a dozen over here. Like
$8.
Yeah.
God damn, dude, you gotta get further away from the city. That's your problem. Here it's like $5 for the standard grade A or large, whatever eggs. They're like $4.99.
I don't have a problem. I got like 12 chickens.
Oh, you got chickens?
Yeah. Not me, my wife. Yeah, we got chickens, we got ducks, so we got chicken eggs and duck eggs.
Not bad. Not bad. So you gonna take your chickens with you when you move?
Fuck no. I'm not even sure I'm gonna take my wife with me.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Hashtag shit, Grant.
You guys need to concentrate tomorrow between 12 and 2 so I can sell the fucking house.
12 and 2, huh? You want us wishing you good luck?
I got open house. Yeah, I need a good luck. Well, the guy next to me sold the house. He accepted the offer. 50 grand.
Dude, what's the address? I can come check it out. You got hors d'oeuvres or something? Like handing out finger sandwiches?
Yeah, I'm handing out what you call
free coffee.
Water bottle and munchkins from Dunkin'
Donuts. Are you shitting me? Your wife's not baking cookies before they show up, so it smells.
You gotta do that in the oven.
Cinnamon
rolls at least.
This is a $750,000 house. I mean, that shit don't work. It's all
about. Oh no, man! It's a little
thing. It's like coming to America and getting shaven pussy. You gotta have the cookies.
Yeah, it's just part of the deal.
Maybe they'll be.
That's bald. Why you're not selling.
Bald and curious.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I have to dye my hair.
Oh, geez.
See, even she knows the cookies work. Clearly.
Yeah, that's why I go to Dunkin' Donuts and I buy a freaking munchkins.
No, dude, Dunkin' Donuts. What is it? what is it with people in Dunkin' Donuts? Like, it's okay, but come on now. There's nothing that beats like fresh baked cookies. It's the whole smell of it and everything. They're still warm. They're not like heated.
Well, I'm not baking them, and wife is still getting over COVID, and my daughter's at work, so no, Dunkin' Donuts it is.
See, I figured you'd be working the angles. Like your wife would be there in a little skirt, making cookies and winking at people, and yeah.
I'm trying to sell the house, not wife.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's the whole idea of making them like you and feel at home and want to keep your number around, So
no, people like me. I'm a salesman, so people come in. Everybody
I
loves
don't
me.
know. You haven't sold me, ball.
I don't need to sell you because you're a cheap motherfucker. I don't cater to people like that. Like I don't deal with the people that worry about the price. I work for the people that I do a job.
Oh, you don't worry about us regular people, huh?
I've been there, I've done that. I don't do price shit anymore. Like I finished the freaking basement for a lady. I told her roughly how much it's gonna be. I gotta sit down and figure it out. Probably gonna be $3-4 grand more than I thought because everything's so much more money.
What about that? You got some drinks for those people?
I was thinking about it, Walter Davis. Problem is, it's from 12 to 2. Who the hell's gonna be drinking that soon, that early?
Yeah, you'd be surprised, man. That trophy wife's got a few reasons to drink.
If you don't try, you never know.
Well, marijuana is legal in New York, so maybe I'll hand out some freaking pot or make pot cookies. Then maybe they'll sign right on the spot.
Gotta work the angles. You're in the big time. You're up there with that big money stuff. Like you should have like other people showing up, acting all interested and willing to give you an offer now to try to cut. You should have all this going on.
Hey, how many houses you sold?
That's not the question here. That's not the hey. Let's not put facts and reality into this shit.
Okay, let's go back. Saying, how many houses you built?
Sex and cookies sell. That's America.
America, baby. America. Come on, Ball Carrie. She know better. Come on, man.
America. Like, do they get a free box of $9 million for showing up or anything? I mean, anything?
This is New York. People that buy $750,000 house, they don't want to have anything to do with the $9 million. Trust me. Okay, these are going to be some raging liberals. So I guarantee that most of the people that came and looked at the house were Biden voters. So
I think Walter's got it right. Like they're just taking the day off. The plane's parked at the local airport for the day anyway. I mean, they're fine with it.
Well. I'm not selling a $2 million mansion, so I don't think people have freaking planes.
Well, people are probably downsizing. That's the way it things now.
This is not a Binghamton where you buy a fucking house for $2. I mean, Binghamton's like a smaller version of Detroit. So I mean, I'm in the country. There's nice people. We have a farmer's market, and
we got a farmer's market. The hell are you trying to say, man?
I got a better chance of running into a fucking bear than into somebody trying to rob me.
Jesus fucking Christ! We just sell the motherfucker already?
Right? All this shit talking. The house was that good; it would have been sold, man. I don't know. Maybe
it actually was sold. I had a full asking price about 2 months ago, but people wanted 3 months because they were moving from Florida. They wanted to sell the house. I said, fine, I'll give you 3 months, but you have to like commit. You give me 10 grand down payment, and if you walk away 3 months from now, I'm keeping 10 grand. I was like, I'm not gonna wait 3 months and have nothing to show for it. Or I gave them second option: you buy the house now, and I'll give you 10 grand back at closing, and that'll help you pay your mortgage for the next 2 or 3 months. And they wouldn't go for it. So
That's some shit, Walter. That ain't right, man.
Walter, is there something we need to know about you, buddy?
Walter's got a good idea.
Hey, he's about getting them bills paid. He don't give a shit.
Well, maybe I get a teenage boy. You never know. There might be even more embarrassed.
Wow. I thought I was bad. Shit.
Holy shit, that got me good.
Well. Shit. See, it's usually a counter up here tells me how long we've been going. There it is, 2:05. All right, well, I don't know. I figured I wasn't going to sit here all night. Plus, I got to go pop the cork at some point here. So,
Pop the cork?
Yeah.
Take a whiz.
Yep, who knows the deal. You guys got any world-changing statements for a last statement or anything? Figure we'll start wrapping this up.
Yeah, please pray for Alec Baldwin, wrongly accused.
And all of his pistol braces that he has too.
Oh shit! Literally rolls in the last minute.
Last minute frickin' edition.
Jesus, where you been, Squib? Where you been?
I've been out looking at old guns for sale, man.
Antique $1 million guns.
Yep.
So you're a big baller like that?
No, man, I'm not buying $1 million gun, but it's kind of interesting how they got it in a glass case at the center of the show and everything's around it. So
you thought about stealing it, didn't you? It's that Michigan coming out of you.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I don't think I could run to the door fast enough.
You ain't got a big enough coat.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that like Josie Wales or something as your image?
No, that's Al Swearingen.
Okay, that dude's got like a trench coat, right?
No, he just wore like just a regular coat. Look, man, I ain't sticking something in my coat. If I'm running out the door with it, I'm waving the thing around in the air with pride. Look what I stole.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it, bitches. There you go.
Don't the dealers carry guns?
As far as I know, they don't. They don't allow concealed carry or open carry there, but they don't check you either. They literally have a security guard asking anybody who looks semi-tactical, "Are you carrying a gun?" And if you just say no and keep walking, they don't do nothing. There's no metal detectors, nothing like that. Just a sign. So if somebody was carrying, nobody knew.
What state are you in? Because every gun show I've been to in New York, every freaking dealer open carries, and this is New York. It's even questionable if it's legal. But every gun show I went to over here, every dealer selling shit had a gun on his hip.
It's not a state law. It's the property owner's policy. It has nothing to do with any state laws. If it's private property and you own the property and you're saying I don't want guns here, you have the right to say that because it's your property. So there were no cops. There were no, the boogeyman wasn't there to get anybody. You didn't go through a metal detector or get strip searched or nothing. They literally had some $9 an hour security person at the door, not all day either, and only asking people who look somewhat tactical, "Are you going to the show?" Otherwise, there's nothing. Just a sign that says don't bring loaded firearms in here. But I didn't see any dealers open carrying. I've seen dealers open carry in Michigan, but I'm in Nevada right now. And you can open carry here without a permit. But when you're on private property, the private property owner has the right to say no guns here. So it's you might be like, it's a gun show. Why can't you carry a gun? It's a gun show. Who's stupid enough to rob a gun show?
No, and it's the same way here. One of the biggest gun shows we have here is every few months at the Ohio Gun Collectors Association. And they're the same way. You're not allowed to carry there. None of the dealers can carry any of that, even though we're constitutional carry, the whole 9 yards. it's private property. So if they say no, they say no.
Yeah, no, I didn't know he's the private property. I get that. It's like casinos, same thing. I went to casino and called them up in Connecticut. I have a concealed carry, blah blah blah. That was like a big deal. We only went for one night, so I wound up just leaving and come home.
I'll put it this way: there could have been 200 people in there concealed carrying, and nobody would have known.
Yeah,
I mean seriously, nobody would have known.
The Ohio Gun Collectors Association is one of the biggest in the state, and it's held in a hotel down in southern Ohio. But there's probably, I don't know, 350 tables easily, and there's at least probably 1,000 people in there at all times. I mean, it's packed. It's always packed, but there's no one there really doing anything. It's just like Squib was saying, they have one guy standing there and asking you. That's it.
Well, it's like a shot show. There's no nobody's asking you if you have a gun. You walk in right from the hotel, so nobody's really checking you. So you could have it. All the guns that they have on display, they have a firing pins removed, and like every gun, I guess every single gun is cleared. It's got like a special tag, and pretty much all the guns are tethered, so you can't just run away with it.
Yeah, well, it's just like the after the the concert massacre, or whatever the hell you want to call it here in Las Vegas. Some of the hotels come up with a policy that you can't bring guns into your room, and they put signs up, and they offer to lock up your guns in a vault in the casino. You can check them in and check them out. Yep. They don't search your luggage. They don't check. They don't ask you. They don't nothing. All they do, if you're going to the elevators after a certain time, they might ask to see your room key to make sure that you're not just sneaking up there. Or you might need your room key to use the elevator. The elevator won't work unless you've got a room key as security. But I have never been searched or questioned or just seen the stupid sign. I bring my guns into the hotel room and ammunition, and I don't care. And there's never been anything. If you try to make a big deal, if you go, you see the sign and you throw a fit, or you start giving a security guard a hard time when they're not even saying anything to you, or you just run your mouth at the front desk going, "Hey, I've got 1,000 guns in this suitcase," then yeah, you're asking for trouble. And it's a great way to make a YouTube video and get views, but I'm not going to be the one doing it.
Yeah, in 2018, when we went to SHOT Show and X-Ring had a long range rifle, we went shooting. But it was obvious it's a rifle because he had this freaking 6.5 Creedmoor, big ass case, and he called ahead, and basically, like you said, it was like a special safe. He was the only one with the key. He locked, and he pretty much locked it in and locked it out whenever he wanted. And it was in Caesars. Did we freeze?
No, man, you're still good.
Nobody's saying anything.
What are you, Mr. Potato Head?
What, you seen that?
Well, something's on your face. It's got hair, and it's not a pussy.
Well, now. It's my damn stash, man.
Look at you. Distinguished gentleman.
He took some cat hair and glued it to his lip.
Come on, you guys never played with these?
No.
They had the goofy teeth. Oh, this is an American tradition.
Yeah, I know, but once you hit 40, you don't do that stupid shit anymore.
Real men just grow their own.
So I miss Squib complaining about something.
Nobody's complaining.
He's talking about his credit card's not working anymore.
Well, my credit card's not working because it's freaking maxed out. And speaking of that, I got an email saying that purchase from Amazon didn't go through because the card's maxed out, and I don't remember buying anything from the Amazon. So now I'm thinking maybe somebody got into my goddamn credit card and they fucked up because the card's maxed out. They can't do nothing with it anyway.
Now, did you drunk buy anything recently?
No, I don't really shop at Amazon, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, once in the blue moon, I bought a foot massager for my wife for Christmas, and somehow I managed to charge it to her card anyway.
That's funny.
So,
Merry Christmas.
yeah, pretty much.
That's funny. Damn. Well, I popped the cork, so I'm a little better, so I don't have to end right this minute. But
Oh, okay. We can keep
if
talking.
you guys want to, it's up to you guys. Oh, this wax is horrible.
So, Squib, what guns you were looking at?
Oh, I was looking at mostly percussion revolvers from the 19th century. But I was trying to count how many original Henrys they had. I lost count somewhere around 20. So a lot of everything from a blunderbuss all the way up to an M1 Garand. But I wasn't there to buy any guns. I almost bought a revolver, but I was there to get knives, and I found the knives I was looking for. So.
Okay, what kind of knives?
I got a 19th century Bowie knife that was made in Sheffield, England, and I got a pair of Arasaka bayonets.
Okay. So how big is a Bowie knife?
Probably about a 6-inch blade. It's got a stag grips.
So it's not like a Rambo knife?
No. I looked at one from the 1860s that was that big, and I want to say they wanted like $2,500 for it. So I was like, yeah, no.
Now, how do they know it's that old? Like, it's got a date on it, or like famous?
No, I guess what you'd kind of do is there's photos out there. There's some in museums. There's just other things to show that these things were around at that time. Some of these companies mass produced them, so there's records of them being made and brought into the country or made over here. It's kind of interesting that a lot of Bowie knives came over from England and Germany and not made in America. But you can also fake, that you can do a forgery. You could make something modern look old. The thing is, for what I paid for this, if they went to that much trouble to make it look old, then they lost money on it. So it's not like some mint condition, perfect kind of. It's old. I'm pretty sure it's authentic. If it isn't, if I can find somebody who can authenticate it, that's great. But then I can say that I got taken. It's the first antique Bowie knife I bought, so got to start somewhere. But there were a couple that I saw that I wanted, but I didn't have enough cash on me, and I could have charged them, but I just said no. I'll wait for another show. I'm just starting off getting into this, getting 19th century knives.
I don't know a damn thing about knives, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm learning the hard way.
Only thing I know is I have a set of kitchen knives from Cutco that cost way more than Rob's freaking Civic.
I bet they do.
But you know what? They're probably just as old as. How old is your Civic?
98.
98. Well, close. These are 2000. I bought them when my son was born. I still have them. Lifetime warranty. Once a year, I pack them up. I ship them to Cutco. They first time actually their shipping was after 15 years, and now I do it like every year, every 2 years. I ship them over. They'll sharpen them, and if they can't sharpen them, they'll just replace the knife. That's about the only thing I know. But they, I had them, buy once, cry once. I mean, it's $2,000 set of knives, but There's not a single bad thing I can say about them. And I wind up buying a set of spoons, forks, and the steak knives as well. And then about 3-4 years ago for Christmas, I bought a small set for Christmas to add different like a cheese knife and vegetable knife and blah blah blah. And extremely happy with them and the customer service. And the fact that when I bought the second set, the girl that was selling them was pretty easy on the eyes. That was a big help.
Did she have a shaved pussy?
I didn't ask her that, but you know what? I mean, with these knives, she can shave it with a knife, definitely.
I mean, I had to ask.
I'm not in a business of going around and asking everybody if they have a shaved pussy. It's like
I can see that being a problem for the average guy.
In America, you don't have to ask.
There's this old movie, right? This old comedy from Czech Republic, and there's like a one scene where basically like a lady's arguing with the main character about the God. He goes, "Well, I don't believe the God." He goes, "Why?" Because nobody ever saw him. I never saw him. And then it turns out he goes, "I never seen your pussy, but I'm pretty sure you had one."
Oh, G23. I hope you're loving this, man.
Is this on his channel?
No. It would have been awesome if it was, though. Let me tell you. But no.
That's what we should do. We should do it on his channel next time and get him shut down.
Yeah.
Why? We're not doing anything bad.
Why not?
I got nothing to do with any of these people.
Let me get the guns out. Wait till we start talking about the transgender people.
Oh, gosh.
That shit gets me riled up. Like we seriously, the last election, we had a transgender motherfucker running for the sheriff. It was the first time in the U.S. history that a transgender is running for the sheriff's position. And I don't know what's more scary, that or the fact that he got 30,000 votes. He, she, it, whatever the fuck, whatever. 30,000 fucking people in the county actually thought, yeah, it's a good idea. Let's have a transgender motherfucker in the office that doesn't know if he's a boy or a girl or whatever the fuck he is. And he's going to be, like, what the hell? The world's backwards.
It's a little strange. Things are definitely strange nowadays.
Oh, I would love to run into like a transgender motherfucker, and him requesting me calling him ma'am or whatever. I was like, fuck you, motherfucker. I'd wind up in jail. Because even with my daughter, we have these conversations because apparently it's a trend in school now. So she has friends like that, and I almost lost it when she told me. And I tried to have a conversation with her. She's like, well, it's his body, his choice. I'm like, yeah, if it's his body, let him cut his dick off. Then I'll have a respect for him. And I might call him a girl, but he has a dick. He's a fucking boy. End of story.
Oh, man. I got put in an awkward spot. Like, I was at this place doing a return. I bought something that I couldn't end up using in a sense. Basically, it was the wrong part. And, they ended up having me, go return it to this cashier. So they tell me like a name. I forgot what it is, but we'll say it's Jack or something. Typical guy's name. So I go into the room with the cashiers, and there's two people there. One's your average guy at a parts place. The other's your average guy at a parts place with barrettes in his hair, and definitely pushing the girl thing or trans or whatever. I don't know. So I'm wondering, like, well, which one's Jack, right? So I kind of look around, and the regular guy without the barrettes just starts shaking his head like, no, it ain't me. And I'm like, okay, like, you know, is it wrong for me to assume the regular guy's name is Jack? You know what I mean? Like, kind of, all I want to do is return this shit, and now I'm put in one of them positions where
I would.
you know what I mean? Like what the hell?
You should have just walked into the room. Which one of you is Jack? End of story.
Like,
So yeah, but Rob,
Rob,
I have to ask.
Awkward, like, damn, like
I have to ask if if this guy got stuck on the roof and needed your help, would you help Jack off?
Whoa. No.
That was a good one. That was a good
weird position to get thrown into. It was like kind of awkward. One of them things. It's like, how do you? I don't know. What's the right way to go through this without a freaking problem? You know what I mean? Like,
simple. You walk into the room. You say, "Which one of you is Jack?"
Yeah, you're probably right.
And he raised his hand. I was like, "Here you go, dude." And if he says, "Man," I'm like, "Fuck you, yo, dude. Here, do my fucking thing. Do your job, so I can get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, it's strange that some of the situations you find yourselves in these days.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I'm not gonna readjust my whole social interactions just because of few fucked up in the head motherfuckers.
Well, I mean, shit. It's just like at work. That's probably about a month or two ago now, but my boss come up to me one day and he was talking to us all about how they're changing, how they do the interactive observations with us, and they're going to be more friendly and this, that, the other. And I just stood there and I just fucking bust out laughing at him. And he's looking at me and he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm going to keep my mouth shut because if I don't, I'm going to end up in HR." And he knows. He knows I don't take their shit. I don't play their game.
We got a fucking brewery in here. What are you doing with that? Were you wearing it?
Yeah.
Do I need to rewind the show and look?
There's a mustache on there. Yeah.
Come on, show us that she's real.
Oh, it's real.
That's real.
It's real.
That's real.
No, I meant who made it.
That's real too.
That's
She's
exactly what she
real.
looks like. Hey.
That was proof enough.
Oh, she's real. I've met her. She's real.
Real pain in the ass. I asked for this shit like an hour ago. Where the hell has she been? You know?
Well, she had to do the dishes.
And there goes Rob's camera.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that off. Just take a bite real quick. But
yeah, go ahead. We don't care about the camera. Just turn the mic off. We don't need to hear the
Getting his ass kicked already.
That's like my customer today. Like I was there and she's complaining and she's like, I'm like, you complain a lot about your husband. I'm like, yeah, but I do all the cleaning, I do all the cooking, all the laundry. I'm like, that's your job. The day you said I do, you sign up for this shit. He makes the money, you get to spend them, and in return, you get to do the shit. That's the way it works. Like, there's no fucking reason to get married if I gotta do my own laundry, do my own fucking cooking, and clean my own goddamn house. Like, what's the point? At that point, I could just jerk off and I don't need the wife.
Hell of a lot cheaper too.
Yeah, but it's nice to wake up next to warm ass.
Say, believe it or not, I do most of the laundry around here. Her ass would never do it.
Bitch.
I'm gonna say bitch.
Oh, what's up, babe?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Because I didn't hear any of it, but I'm about to find out. So let me know.
He just said how much he loves you.
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second.
She's smart. She's smarter than that. She knows better.
He said he loves you as much as a Glock.
Now that's bullshit.
He's wondering if you're like an American, like fully clean.
Wondering what? If I'm an American, what?
Are you like a Smith and Wesson? You have no grip.
Oh.
There's no welcome mat at the front door.
I'm sexy like a Smith and Wesson, but I've got grip.
No, they were asking if Rob's flossing.
I don't know where they're going with that.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I think she got the point, fellas. You just draw late to the game.
All right, let's stop before we get Rob in real trouble.
Yeah, I'd rather do that.
Oh, let's keep shit interesting.
He's more than capable of getting himself in trouble. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah,
That's
no
right.
kidding.
He's very capable of getting himself in trouble.
What are you talking about?
You.
This is a great sandwich.
Uh,
Thank you. What?
Who was talking about sandwich?
Nobody. I'm just saying it was a good sandwich. Thank you.
No hair on that sandwich, is it?
We're good. We're good.
You better chow down, motherfucker.
Does she need backup?
No, no, we're all
La
good. Oh,
Machica.
yeah.
Is it like a roast beef sandwich?
Did he get a pickle?
She did.
This is so wrong on so many levels.
It's more of a gherkin.
Sorry about that, guys. Continue.
Oh, he's alive.
Wow, he made it.
I know the deal around here.
Jeez, that sounded hard.
Hey, Rob, what's the difference between having guts and having balls?
What?
Having guts is coming home drunk at 2 o'clock in the morning, and when your wife opens the door with a broom in her hand, you ask her, "Are you cleaning or are you flying somewhere?" Having balls is coming home at 2 o'clock in the morning, drunk, smelling of another woman's perfume, and when she opens the door, you slap her on the ass and say, "You're next."
Or suicidal.
You're next.
Something like a true Russian.
But first, clean this off a little bit. Smells like anchovies.
Damn. Sorry, folks. It wasn't supposed to go there. It was, might be a rough roller coaster ride up and down, but yeah, there's certain lows we're not supposed to hit.
Well, you kind of open the door to that, so.
Oh man,
Yeah, you got to take responsibility.
This is your chat, man. You own this shit.
nah, G23.
What is G23? What's wrong with him anyway? I missed the beginning of the chat.
Well, we think his wife stabbed him, but we're not 100% sure.
There's like a pitchfork in the gut.
He was crying about his thigh or his thyroid or something.
He had a hangnail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got that shit lately. I know I got heartburn every freaking other week. I used to never have a heartburn. Now, like, I don't know what the hell's going on. But then again, I've been eating like a pig lately. I gained freaking 10 pounds. But it's all stress. I gotta sell this freaking house. Once I start working on the next one, I'll be good.
But you sell that house, should be all good.
I wish I could be like Rob, freaking eating at 10 o'clock at night and still be freaking 60 pounds.
60 pounds. Definitely leaving at least a 1 out of that.
60 kilos.
Yeah, okay. There you go. That's probably more like it.
He's like
What,
big
6 pounds, 10 ounces?
like a dancer.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous.
Oh, we 100% are. You know, I wish I can eat and drink like a pig and be freaking 120 pounds soaking wet.
It's metabolism, you know.
Yeah, you're
If you
the
lasted longer than 5 minutes in bed, you'd be able to do this too.
you're the Captain America.
He got a taste of that shaved pussy and it was all over.
5 minutes? What are you, like, Greg Louganis or something?
Hey, listen, 7 minutes of sex. It's supposed to be like running a mile.
That takes me a week.
I was at my physical about 4 years ago, just before COVID, and we had a physical together with the wife. We have the same doctor, and she's like complaining that no, we should like lose weight, blah blah blah. And she says, I can't drink. I'm like, doctor, you told me I can have 2 drinks a day. You didn't tell me how big. She goes, no, you can have like 2 shots a day. I'm like, 2 shots a day? Like, come on, that's not even worth drinking. You know, like, come on. I gave up freaking smoking almost 20 years ago. I barely have any sex. Now I can't drink. And she's like, well, you can have a sex. That's a good exercise. And I go, don't tell me. And I turn over to my wife. Tell her.
Oh, shit. And right there is why you don't ever get married, man. That's funny. You poor son of a bitch. I feel bad for you, Ball.
You know, there's a food that diminishes woman's sex drive.
Yeah, wedding cake.
Wedding
I've heard
cake.
that one.
Yep. So
that's funny. Yeah, you got to keep them competing, man. You know, that's where the fun's at. Once you seal the deal, they close down shop.
Did you wolf down that sandwich already?
Yep.
Damn.
come on, there was like 2 bites for him.
All right. Damn good sandwich too. One of the best I ever had.
Well, you're talking to a guy who's got a freaking gummy bear in a box.
Bear in the box. Oh.
Shit. Probably go for another one, but
I had a bear in my front yard.
bear in your front yard?
Yeah. Let's see. Let me see if I can make this work. Blow me up.
Be careful what you wish for.
That was close.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my bad. Wrong button. Shit.
Look at that bear.
You kind of blow yourself up. So.
All right, listen.
What is this, amateur hour?
There we go. I got it.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So this was about 9 o'clock at night. Okay, the alarm goes off. Well, the camera. We looked at it, and guess what? Me and my wife did.
Went out and pet it.
Grabbed your phone.
Fuck yeah! She ran out to the deck. I ran out to the garage. We went to see the bear. We scared the poor motherfucker. And this right here, this is the other day, like 6 o'clock in the morning.
He's just chilling.
Yeah. And Rob, you see, I got black and white cars, so I'm not racist.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hell,
Yeah,
man.
Acura, Beamer, Subaru.
I mean,
back there.
you got enough cars, man. If you're that freaking broke, sell a couple.
Right.
I can't. I only have one. Subaru's my son. Acura's my goddaughter. Beamer's my daughter. The other Beamer's my wife. I only have a truck. And this is
Damn, dude. Even I got more than one vehicle. What the hell's your problem, dude?
911, what's your emergency? Yeah, my wife got attacked by a warthog real bad, and I need someone to come up with an ambulance and pick her up. Your address? Yeah, we're at 1825 Eucalyptus Drive. Okay, could you spell that for me, sir?
Nope.
I'm going to drag her on over to Oak Street, and you can pick her up there.
You spell a eucalyptus? No, not really.
Eucalyptus.
Wow.
and I keep this picture for all the non-believers. You know what that is, Rob?
Yeah, I know what that is.
You were there
Yep.
2 years ago.
Yep.
Wait,
yeah.
what is that?
You
It's
see?
January 6th. When they say there was like a couple thousand people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I got the
million.
same. Yeah. Like lots of people. I mean, so yeah, trying to put a number on is kind of difficult. You got to use one of them algorithm craps and count like, blotches and lay it over everybody. So a lot of damn people. That's for damn sure. Well, I don't know, guys. I mean, we've been at this couple hours. G23 would have quit by now.
Yeah, but he's got no stamina.
Yeah, well, he's a Glock guy,
He got stabbed in the leg. Give him a break.
Oh, Sam of Anarchy, keep the truck and get a motorcycle. I had a motorcycle. I had two of them. I got rid of them. I was told I'm not allowed to have a motorcycle.
I have the same problem.
I'll probably die if I get one because I'm crazy.
Look, this is how you do it. You say it's either a motorcycle or another girlfriend.
No, I started with the 750
bike.
and then I had a 929 CBR, and for me it's just going through the goddamn gears. I'm not like a long rides. I'm not into that shit. So, and it's boring as shit. So you're on the bike. What do? You go through the fucking gear. I'm gonna wind up with the speeding tickets, like I did with the goddamn Beamer. As a matter of fact, I gotta go to court on Tuesday.
Hey, you know what? Like a true American.
Well, yeah, I had what everybody refers to as a crotch rocket and stuff, and it is uncomfortable, like for any kind of long rides or whatever. There's points where I almost didn't think I was going to get my leg down quick enough, like coming to a stop sign. Like it just kind of locked up and try and get your leg out. It's like, oh shit, like oh, and then you just get your leg down just in time. So it can be kind of uncomfortable. So they're fun, but definitely, definitely a quick way to get yourself into trouble. If you're not careful.
Yeah, Sam Wendick says get a Harley. About 10 years ago, I almost bought a Harley. We have a dealer about 20 minutes away, and what they do, they rent the bikes. So I actually wind up renting one for the weekend, and that kind of cured my my hankering. I'm good. I feel like it's dropping 20 grand on the bike. I can just go and rent one for $200-300 for a weekend and be done with it.
What was your last bike, Bob?
The one last one I had was a Honda CBR 929.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, my last one was a FJR 1300.
Yeah, and then I rented a Harley a couple of years ago. I rented the V-Rod or Night Rod or whatever the fuck it's.
Yeah.
And those things are pretty much like a crotch rocket. You just sit on it differently. The first gear had a limiter on it. You can only get it to like a 3,000 RPM.
Yeah, I would definitely never buy a Harley myself. Just the people I've known with Harleys spend like 90% of the year working on them and bitching.
Nah, it's not true. Every Harley
people I've known with them, you know what I mean? It's always got to be something rebuilt, this or that, whatever. You get one of them cheap ass foreign bikes, you can beat the hell out of it, red line it all night, and it's good to go. I don't know.
No, the Harleys, it's like a Jeep. You know, nobody leaves the shit stock. Everybody adds shit to it and keeps adding. So that's why.
Oh yeah,
Harley's like a Ford, fix or repair daily.
That's my understanding. So
Dude, it is. I swear, man.
I don't know, because a couple of people I know with the Harleys, they haven't touched them. So, you know,
everyone I've known with them, it literally it's like a freaking Ford, fix or repair daily, dude.
Always an ongoing process. It's always broke down. Like they're always working on this or that. Is what it seems like. So, and
Sounds like
they on the people buying like a Honda or something or whatever. But
Sounds like
that Honda will be out riding all weekend.
No, it won't. That damn thing breaks down all the time too. My Honda motorcycle constantly breaking down to the point where it's like, screw it, I can only ride it half the year or less anyhow. I might as well just get rid of the piece of crap.
I haven't had
you know what, the way the roads are nowadays and people drive, all the fucking phones, texting and whatnot. I'm grateful. My son and my daughter had a zero desire to get into the bikes. They had a quads when they were growing up. I bought my son a quad when he was 5 years old. I bought him a little 50cc off eBay. Had a remote. When he got too crazy, I could shut him off. He flipped it like a month later. You know. Then we were like in the whole thing. I got him a 90. You know, he was riding that. He kind of outgrew it. He was doing the laps around the house, and all of a sudden the bike, the quad goes without him. You know. Then later my daughter was riding one, but they outgrew it. They got zero interest in it, and I'm kind of happy.
My daughter rides a motorcycle. So
mine.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
Oh, don't matter. I was just saying, my daughter rides a motorcycle. I'd rather she rides herself than has a dumbass boyfriend that she just tags along with personally. So it's been my take on it.
We busted.
She screwed herself up once, with the weight of it and all, hitting the guardrail, screwing her knee up, all this type of stuff. But she's kind of learned her lesson. She also biffed it with a car that was over the line on a back road, and she ended up taking, nowhere to go but the side of the road, and got it pretty bad. Had to have her elbow redone and stuff. So she's had some accidents or problems with it, but all in all, I'd still rather it was on her own behalf than just sitting on the back with some other dumbass, personally. So I don't know. Yeah. I'm all right with it.
If my bike had fuel injection, that would solve half the freaking problems. Every year I've got to take the 4 carburetors off of it, clean them, put them back on, sync them. It's a royal pain in the ass. The tires cost more than the tires on my pickup truck, and the voltage regulator on those Hondas are known to just go bad. I had one go bad 3 miles from my house. I called the insurance, and they had a flatbed pick it up and tow it to my house. It didn't cost me anything. I guess I get 2 or 3 free tows a year. So, and then I got the aftermarket regulator because the Honda regulator was like $750. I'm going, that's crazy. The bike ain't worth that much. The aftermarket one was $100, but I had to cut off the wire harnesses and solder on new ones because that one, they didn't fit. And I'm just like, this thing is, I'm fixing it half the year, or I'm fixing it half of I'm a quarter of the year, riding it a quarter of the year. And yeah, it's just the way people are out there. It's easy to get crushed in one of those things. And I mean, I get it. When I was in my wreck, the very first thing I wanted to do the next day was get back on the bike. And I did as soon as I could. But, I understand why some people just go back to it, but still it's, but I don't know.
You gotta stop being like Rob, okay, with the cars. You gotta buy the bike that's made in this century, not previous century. Okay?
Hey, my car is run, man. My car is run. Look at this dude, G23, high on morphine. Some bitch. There's why he went to the hospital. Need to get his next fix. Yeah, man, we've been trying to hold it down for you. It's been a little raunchier than normal.
Don't mind us, G. We're just talking about shaved pussy and things like that.
I think this chat had more views than any of the chats before that he ran.
We got you covered, dude. We got you covered.
We're trying. So, you got any hot nurses over there? You like the thumbnail G23?
Are you getting a sponge bath?
The hell did you do?
Leg infection. Did you get stabbed? Did your wife stab you in the leg?
That's what I think. His wife finally had enough of his shit.
Now he leaves us hanging, guessing what's going on.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have to send him a therapy bill for any of the viewers out there after this show. Yeah, some of them are probably gonna need some help. So you can mail that bill to G23.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say whoever watches this show is not really normal anyway. So
Okay. Well, you enjoy yourself there, buddy.
Morphine and a free grope. Why not?
I got your bead, I got your bead, G23, because I got a female doctor too, and she stuck her finger up my ass.
You call that got your bead? You like that shit?
Hey, listen. She held my balls first, then she stuck her finger up my ass.
Oh man!
And thank God,
you should brag about that, bro.
And thank God she's like a 5 foot tall with the small hands.
So everything seemed bigger to her.
Oh, 100%. But also she's got short fingers because she's got small hands. That was the point.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you send me the link, so.
Yeah, Rob,
at your own risk.
Yeah, Rob, it's your own fucking fault, dude.
It might be.
You might have exercised poor judgment. I'm just saying.
Scotsman was smart last Sunday. He didn't send me the link.
We're all about free speech and all, but fuck.
No, it's not that he didn't send a link. He conveniently forgot.
Precisely. Thank you.
Who forgot?
Yeah, there you go.
No, we're talking about last Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. You know 100% what I'm talking about, you son of a bitch.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. It was good call, though, anyway.
I know. You're welcome.
I think Sam's on to something right there.
I'm still going to say, fuck that guy.
You two have your own fucking shit. That's your own shit. Nothing between me and him.
Don't listen to this bald and furious son of a bitch. I don't even know how he got in here.
Well,
you busted in here, bald?
I sneaked in just like I did into this country.
just like she sneaked in your asshole with her finger.
Oh.
Can you see Bald and Curious going down to the Mexican border going, oh, this is too easy? They just put him in one of those cages for about 3 days, and then they gave him a bunch of money and said, just show up to your court date. And so, yeah, no problemo.
No, I'll be like, where's my phone? Money's not enough. I want my Obama phone, too.
They'd probably, put you on a plane, fly you to any city of your choice.
But this is how fucked up it is, right? About 10 years ago, I sold a house to an Ecuadorian guy. And right now, he's putting up like a big garage in the bag. And I'm basically, he did some work for me. I do some work for him. We kind of doing it that way. And we were talking about this shit. And he's furious as hell as well. He goes, all these years, all this money I spent on the lawyers and this and that to become legal, and these motherfuckers that just jump across the border, they gave them this shit, and within the 5 years, these motherfuckers will be citizens. I guarantee that, because they can claim asylum, blah blah blah. Once they get caught, I mean, all these sanctuary cities. But if INS actually catches them, then they go claim asylum, and it's all fucked up. He was so furious about all this, and I was the same way. I'm like, I mean, yeah, I'm all for helping people, but come on, like you can just jump across the border and you get
Some
all.
people work for it, they earn it. Other people want it given to them, and it doesn't work that way. Well, I mean, some people change it so it gets.
I'm gonna give one thing to you don't understand one thing. Right now, there's virtually no way for these people to come here legally, and for you saying that claim asylum at your own country, at whatever the hell, that just don't work, because you have to like prove blah blah blah. So yes, like if I had a choice and I can jump across the goddamn river and get a chance to become, hell yeah, I would fucking do it 100%. You know what? And to be honest, down south in South America, I don't think education is that high, because I'm in a butt fuck nowhere in New York. We went from having 5-6 kids, Spanish kids that don't speak English, to about 70 in a matter of 2 years. Okay, and you're at the point you got people from Guatemala. They get caught on the southern border, and they're gonna ask specifically for 2 towns, my town and the one near me, where they wanna fucking go, and they're gonna send them here. So now we got these kids, and not only they don't speak a word of fucking English, but these kids are high school kids. They can't read and they can't write in Spanish. And then they speak some fucking weird Spanish dialect, so it's not even like a full-blown Spanish, so that's another fucking problem. Now somebody explain to me how the fuck those kids got from Texas, whatever the fuck they crossed the border, all the way to upstate fucking New York.
They bust them in, man.
Who signed them up for school? Where's the money for the food? Where they live? Who like how? Somebody please fucking explain me that.
That's simple, man. It comes right out of your fucking taxes.
Yeah, they get bussed in. So I've been that way for years.
Pisses me off, because at least when I came here, I had to get the visas back home. I had to go and lie, beg, and cheat to get the fucking visas to actually make it to the fucking U.S. So there was some kind of record. There was veto and whatnot, And then I went through 5 fucking different lawyers, probably spent close to $50,000 between 3 or 4 different goddamn lawyers. And it took almost 15 fucking years until I got my green card, never mind becoming a citizen, just to get my fucking green card. First time I went back home, I was married with 2 fucking kids, and somebody just jumps across the border and gets all the fucking shit I had to wait for and work for all these. Yeah, that's bullshit, but I understand why they do it, and the system is broken. There's the whole immigration that's coming into this country, the whole laws and everything. It's the same like when people from ghetto are bitching they can't get out of the ghetto because the system is broken. They keep them there, and it's the same way with the.
I disagree. Everybody in America, all the American citizens have the same opportunity. It's whether or not you choose to take it. You want to be in the ghetto, that's a choice. These people in these other countries, they have to jump through the hoops and wait and get their turn and pay their fees and pass their tests and be law abiding while they're here and be productive and do all. That's what you've got to do. If you're not willing to do that because you want to cry poverty or you're impatient or whatever, that's not my problem. Do what our ancestors did. If your country is a shithole or you don't like it because you've got a ruthless dictator or something, revolt, fight back, and build a constitutional republic. That's what happened here. All right. They didn't like what was going on, and they risked everything for our freedoms today, which people don't respect. They don't respect all the hardships that all of our ancestors went through to get us to where we are today. Any of these third world countries, they can do the same thing. They can turn the country around. They're going to have to organize. They're going to have to unite. They're going to have to risk everything. They're cowards. They're freaking cowards. And they're criminals. As soon as they cross the border illegally, they're criminals. And I have no respect for them at all. You can say, well, that's nice for you. You were born here. Yeah, I was born here. But my ancestors fought to defend this country. I've served my country, and I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I have no tolerance for it because my hard-earned tax dollars are paying for these deadbeats, these criminals. And there are plenty of people who did what you did. They put up with the bullshit and they did it right. They did it the legal way. If we let in 50 million people every single day, we'd have a problem worse than what we've got right now. There's reasons why countries have borders. And our rules, our laws about people coming into the country illegally are not as bad as some other countries. I tell you what, try to go into some of those countries these people are trying to get out, try to cross into their border illegally and see what happens to you. So I don't care. Oh, it's hard for them to make it where they're at, or they're just trying to get a better life, or it's a broken system and they can't get their citizenship easily. Or I don't care. I don't fix your own country. Quit coming here and stealing from me because that's what they're doing. They're thieves.
Squib, I'm gonna tell you like a 50% right. Like all the bitching that you did was 100% right, but the laws are broken. I mean, that for one, of course, we don't have a border, so that's one thing that's broken, and so that's why people come in here. But the system that we have, the immigration system that we have in a place right now, is basically broken as well. And I guarantee 90% of those people at the border, if they had the option to come here, work for 6 months, and go back home and stay home for a year and come back, they would jump all over it. It's just right now there's no such option. So that's the biggest issue. People want to come here, but all they see is dollar signs. That's what they see. So, I mean, if they would like if they could come here, like I said, work for 6 months, pay taxes, whatever. But I guarantee that all these people would spend least amount of money. They would pocket as much as they can, and they're gonna go back home and they're gonna live like a kings for the fucking year, and they're gonna be all respectful and whatnot. But if they can jump across the border and everything is easy for them and they get all this shit, and even if they commit crimes, they're gonna get deported. They can still jump across the border. They're gonna get a slap on the wrist. That's where the problem is. The whole immigration system is broken. It's just,
Look, it's an easy fix. You literally condemn all of the land across the southern border 1 mile north of the border. You condemn it and you turn it into a federal military reservation. You build a moat that is 100 feet wide and at least 50 feet deep, and you have water flowing through it constantly. On the other side of it, from the moat all the way to the edge of on the American side, you put landmines. Go ahead, come across. You get through that, you get citizenship. I guarantee you, if they don't drown, they'll get blown the fuck up. People stop jumping the border. Problem solved.
Yeah, but you also gotta go look at the other way. Okay, this country kind of relies on the cheap labor as well. I mean, let's face it. A lot of rich folks ain't gonna clean their own houses. A lot of Americans ain't gonna clean houses. So you need them, and there's jobs for them here. So if you can regulate when they come, how they come, if you know where they are and whatever money they make, they pay taxes on, then why would you
they
go
don't pay taxes? That's part of the problem.
Well, they do pay taxes because they right now they sit here. Even if they don't pay income taxes, they pay rent. They pay.
I don't care. They're going to pay the same kind of taxes I pay, or get the fuck out of my country.
I understand what it is, but you know what? Going full blown Mad Max on the southern border is not going to work. That's just utopia.
Look, I've heard the whole jobs Americans don't want to do thing. And the reason Americans don't want to do those jobs is because those jobs pay like crap. And you're right. These people send the money home or they sit on it and take it back home. I don't think I don't understand. I've worked with these people. They've explained to me why they're here and what they do and all that. I don't care. I don't care. If there's a demand for that labor and that labor is going to cost, you're going to have to pay wages Americans will work, and that's what you're going to do. Or I guess you're mowing your own lawn. It's as simple as that. You're either going to pay somebody $30 an hour to clean your house, but they're going to pay income taxes on it, and they're a citizen and all this, or you're going to clean your own house. I guess. I don't agree with it at all. If you're going to come here legally. I know people that have gone through all the BS to come here legally. I know people too that refused to get their citizenship, and then one guy, after 27 years and all the land he bought here and everything he had, he got deported. It was funny. It was poetic justice. It really was, because he was another one of these people that lived here and liked the money and liked the freedom and the lifestyle, but he loved his home country and he wanted this place to be like his home country. Take that shit and go. I've seen too much of it. I've seen too much of an abuse. And every time I look at my paycheck and I see what I pay, not just for these people, but all the other deadbeats that milk the system, I don't have any tolerance for it.
I mean, I'm right there with you about changing this country. Yeah, 100%. I'm not for that shit. Like, yes, I bring some of my culture in here, and some of the things we do are not 100%. But I'm not like going out and expect everybody else doing the shit that I do, because But I don't know what to tell you. I'm telling you from my point of view. It's like something needs to change, because the system is broken. It's broken for people. System lets down people that are here, and system lets down people that want to come here. I mean, there's too much enabling. If you have a California, San Francisco, whatever, paying homeless X amount of dollars every month just to be homeless and be in San Francisco, yet they still give them 3 hot meals a day while they shit on the street and fucking camp out.
Well, let's take a prime example here. San Francisco right now is considering paying African Americans $5 million apiece for suffrage. There was never a single slave in There was never a slave in fucking San Francisco. Suffrage for what?
Suffrage for what? The people who their ancestors are long gone. There's nobody left alive. Who are you going to pay? You're going to pay reparations to the great grandchildren of what? Of what?
But this is the problem. This is the America we are in right now. This is what we're dealing with, and it's happening across state. It's happening in all various cities. They are pushing this shit. The liberals are going freaking balls to the wall, trying to push this crap all over. As far as we got to take care of this because of this and this. No, fuck that shit. I'm sorry, were you wrong when they were actually fucking slaves? No, fuck you. You don't get a damn dime. What the fuck am I paying you reparations for? Because your ancestors suffered? No.
Well, even I think that's bullshit. Sorry, I got a mouthful of sunflower seeds, but eating again. But yeah,
always eating.
I agree. Like, shit ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Or anybody here today. In most cases, I don't understand that. So,
you know what?
And if you want to get technical, there's still plenty of slaves around the world. I mean,
oh yeah, there's actually more.
Act like white people weren't slaves. I mean, are you kidding me?
There's more slaves around the world now than it was.
What the hell?
What? Rob is keeping a slave in his house? What?
Hey.
I don't want to know about all that kinky
I feed
shit,
her.
He keeps her pregnant and tied up in the basement. Listen, here's a simple reparation process.
Quiet down, woman.
If you feel you deserve a reparation, okay, we'll pay you, but you gotta move your ass back where your fucking ancestors came from. So
yeah, well,
if you wanna trade $2 million and for the citizenship in Kenya or whatever the fuck, go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. We'll revoke your citizenship. You can never be an American citizen again, and pick any country you want over there. See, here's the thing. People will talk about that sort of stuff and be like, have you ever been to Africa? Well, no. Yeah, well, I have. Okay. And I guarantee you wouldn't last 5 minutes over there. You might be the baddest, thug on the block here, but you wouldn't last 5 minutes over there. So think about it. Really, really think about it.
I will last 10 minutes at least.
Yeah. No, there's why would you pay somebody reparation? Okay, here's the thing. If you want to pay the ancestors reparations, then shouldn't you pay all the ancestors of the slave owners reparations because their property was unlawfully taken from them against the Constitution? So, I flip their logic on them. All right, yeah, you're going to pay all these people. You're going to pay all these people too.
Okay,
What
hold on.
about the Native Americans too?
Have you been to the reservations? Believe me, they're getting paid.
Hey man, those casinos are something else, but most of them look like they're living in poverty, man.
All the reparations been paid already. Look at the
hang on. Slow your roll. Waller's out there and says yes, but true, but it's for the land taken by developers from blacks to improve the city. Fuck, dude, it doesn't fucking matter. It's years upon years. You're talking hundreds of years and fucking no. Why are you going to pay people that have nothing to do with what happened years and years and years ago?
Plus, you have to ask yourself, like, where did the slaves came from? It's not like a white guy came to fucking Africa, jump off the fucking boat, ran around with the goddamn gun, rallied all these black guys, throw them on the fucking boat, and sail them across the goddamn ocean to U.S. No, they came over there and black people sold black people. Okay, that's the way it fucking was. Just like a white people sold white people, and they still do in this day and age. If you look at the shit going on in the Middle East and whatnot, it's still fucking happening. So I had to break it to you, but I mean, we had slavery. All fucking Europe was slaves. They were just not called slaves. They were basically loosely translated. Well, basically peasants. That's what it is. They were slaves. They couldn't leave the fucking town. They couldn't get married without the permission of their fucking king, boss, whatever the fuck. And your king, whatever, had a right of first night. You get married, he gets to fuck your wife on the fucking wedding night. That was the laws back then, and it was all white folks. So you know what? It just that shit goes wrong, and I don't hear any reparations going on in a fucking Europe or Russia. Jesus Christ, 3/4 of the Russians were fucking slaves for fucking centuries.
No, they shouldn't have got him started.
You know,
look at this dude.
That's it, man. You fired him up. Here we go.
And not to mention, Rob can't even say anything because he ain't even black because he didn't vote for Biden.
Hey man, I'm half and half. I get screwed on both
sides. He's in conflict. He hates himself.
Listen,
hard for anything.
Listen, Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, so you ain't fucking black.
Well, I heard that he voted for Biden.
Well, this chat really went south.
and here's the problem. The biggest problem is when they teach history, they teach 90% of the U.S. history. They don't teach world history. So kids, like you talk to kids that have no fucking idea about the history.
Well, that's because who gives a shit about the rest of the world? We're the United States of America.
Well, it's not even that.
It's called education, Square.
Yeah, but all these other countries suck.
It's a part of the fucking world, and that's the biggest problem with the Americans' fucking demeanor.
The problem with education is they're teaching modified history. They're teaching whatever the hell they want to. They're not teaching actual fucking history.
Yeah, but taking the time to teach your kids real history doesn't take a lot. It really isn't that hard.
If you know it. But yeah, we might be getting at a point now where some parents don't. Yeah.
Well, and again, that comes back to you asking me and Paul earlier. We were talking about taking the test. Half fucking Americans don't even know the questions on the test. They don't know the answers, man.
Yeah, we were having a conversation this morning, and we're like, how many of these people who their family's been in this country forever, who go to vote, are there? If they had to pass a citizenship test in order to vote, how many of them would be allowed to go? They don't even know enough about our country, but yet somebody who immigrates here knows more. If that was the criteria, it would be something else to see how many people were,
95% would fail.
And Walter Davis, he's got an awesome point, and right there, and that's like whenever you talk about the racism, and I talked about the racism with the black people that were in the 60s and 70s, and you don't hear them screaming racism where they actually lived through it, the actual separations and whatnot. Like right now, it's different. You go talk to my kid, go talk to my son. He's gonna say, yeah, if I was a black girl from a fucking New York City, I would have a whole fucking college for free. That's the way it went through where he was, because Yeah, it's just the way it is, you know. And same black girl is gonna be bitching about how oppressed she is, you know. And that's what pisses me off. Yet you got 80-year-old people that live through the shit where they have a bathroom just for the blacks and all that shit, and they're grateful. They're grateful that shit changed, and
Yeah,
it's not.
but it changed because they worked hard to change it. These
Yeah.
people today aren't doing anything to change it. They're entitled, and they're just whining and they're crapping all over the people that came before them that busted their ass so that change would happen. They're crapping all over their heritage,
Yep.
more or less.
I agree with that. Like
We had the black president
in their
crying out loud.
graves, running around calling, referring to people as nigger, or all this. The way we look at women these days in the modern culture, it's people would be flipping in their graves with this stuff. I mean, it is shameful for what people have done before us. I mean, that's how I feel about it. So, and then I get called an Uncle Tom or whatever. I don't understand why. I mean, there should be some respect and values from wherever the hell you come from. Is that a bad thing? I don't understand that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And the people that influenced my life, in a sense, they they weren't having this shit. Like if I ran around nigger this, nigger that, I would have got my mouth slapped like in a heartbeat as a kid, like, and explained why we don't do that. So things have changed, man. And I ain't even all that old, but
Come on, Dave Chappelle, he dropped
rating. Now we got people where it's blacks only, no white people allowed. Some of that shit going on too. That's crazy stuff, man. Like we're going backwards in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are fighting for that shit. Like
I'm gonna stencil the water fountain.
Self-segregation. I don't understand it. It is kind of crazy. I don't know, man. It's the modern culture is.
Hey, Outcast, you gotta send the Walter Davis the link.
It's 12 grand cash. It's as soon as I receive that, I can send you the link, man. Or a boat. Nice boat works.
I thought you had a boat.
Yeah, but I could always use a bigger boat. You seen his boat? I mean, I got the Outcast carrier, but he's got like the Outcast yacht. I could probably send you one. Honestly,
don't forget the truck.
Trying to wrap this up, man. We've been on here for hours, but these guys
then just say goodbye and hit end stream.
The lady's yelling at me, so they can probably hear you yelling.
She's yelling at you about not yelling at you.
You hear this shit? That's what I'm saying. Like, so I mean, I know when I do the next one, I could definitely throw you a link, and I could throw you one, but I just trying to get off from here at this point. So we had Moo bail on us. We got all too serious for him. His udders went bad.
He's got to go make those eggs and milk first, man.
Something, yeah. But so I don't know. I mean, obviously, Walter, you're welcome or whatever in the future. But like I said, I'm trying to wrap it up at this point. So please don't take it wrong. But
yeah, I think we reached the level of alcohol in the blood that we should.
Well, I'm ready for another drink at this point. But yeah, you guys are nuts, man. I don't know. I mean, crazy stuff. I mean,
Walter, I think I got your email, man. I'll try and get you on tomorrow if I'm doing one.
Well, either way, if 4 of us would be put on a fucking in the charge of this country, this shit will fucking change real fast.
Oh hell yeah, yeah, that I would say, and we probably.
I was reading some
people try to kill us all too.
Some senator or representative, some black guy, basically introduced a legislation where white people would have to raise their hand in the public before speaking. Now, never mind the racist shit. Okay, never mind that. We're in a recession. We're in the worst fucking economy there was. We got all this COVID bullshit still going on, and all this division. And this is what you worry about right now? That bullshit? Really?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Like every time I hear Maxine Waters open her mouth, I'm like, how the fuck she got in the goddamn politics, and how the fuck she stayed there for so long.
You must be good at something.
Well, I was gonna say you were all about the shaving. She was all about the D.
All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. You guys got anything you want to leave the viewers? Any last words of wisdom?
Last words of wisdom are real simple. The ATF is not a legislative branch. Stay safe, stay vigilant, be American, be proud. God bless America.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna say with what he said, and I'm gonna add, shaped pussy matters.
I like that. That's right. We don't want that mess, man. That mess. What about you, Squib? What you got, man?
I don't know. Old guns are cool, and don't eat a salad.
Oh. Well, I'm definitely gonna tell you eat a salad. Yeah, you got to keep that stamina up for those good things. You know what I mean? But keep the health up. Obviously, hopefully, if we offended you, you came to the wrong place. I don't know what to tell you. Wasn't the intention, but shit happens. Other than that, thanks for joining us. Do appreciate you guys stopping by. Wish G23 the best of luck with his stabbing injury or whatever it was. Hopefully he's around next week. And other than that, appreciate you for stopping by. So, any last little things, guys? Eat a salad. Don't smoke crack. Nothing?
Drink on a regular basis.
Peace, folks.